What up, everybody? Welcome to the Lunatic Radio Show. I'm Kieran S. Rock over there.
Howdy.
Broadcasting live from New York. Only one more time. One more time, my friends.
More time for you to talk over me.
Yep. Sorry, Rock.
Can't even say hi.
Repeat your jokes. Do all that stuff.
One more time.
Live number to call in. Do that, people, because we're not going to be on the radio that much longer. 646-233-4045. Go ahead. Call in.
Yeah.
Say your goodbyes.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm a homo. Whatever you do.
No, that's not
That's
nice.
what they do. That's what they do.
Is that
They
it?
love me.
Is that what
I
it
don't-
is?
I don't know
I
what
miss
they do.
those days.
Word up, everybody. Yes. Show's coming to an end. But it's
What?
okay.
Who said? What?
We're still going to kick ass for another 6 hours, right?
Yeah, give or take.
3 hours of this show and then whatever the last show is.
Might be hour and a half, hour and 45.
I'm just going to quit right now. I'm not even going to introduce our guest. Just go home. Word up, everybody. Yes, please call in. Do whatever you want. We are joined in studio by he's my cousin. I love this guy. He's gone on to do
Aw.
great things in his life. He has one of the greatest bands I've ever heard. It's Eric from the Augustines, everybody.
Hi, Eric.
Say hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes. We've already done a radio show already.
Yeah.
We haven't even been on the air for 10 minutes. We've been talking the whole time.
All right, you both were
Yeah.
My throat is sore.
chatting.
Yeah. Eric is off from, you're taking a break from touring, right?
Yep, for 2 weeks.
And then you're back. Then you go like to Europe. Do you get like tired of just traveling around?
No, I mean yes. That's a complicated question. I get tired of certain aspects of traveling. I think that's very normal. But it's you kind of when you get to usually when I get to the location and I'm like hanging out in Berlin or something, you kind of smack yourself in the face and be like, "Fuck,
It's
look
not
where
so
I am."
bad. Yeah.
yeah.
God
So-
damn it. I got to go to work. Oh, wait. I'm going to Berlin. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got its
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. So you just finished up the U.S. leg, I guess, right, of the tour?
U.S. is done. We are done
That's
for
it.
the
Completely
year.
done.
Yep, we're never playing the U.S. again. No,
That's
I'm
not
kidding.
true.
I'm
What
kidding.
happened? I know you guys killed it. I saw you in, look, Eric adjusting his microphone.
I know. I want more bass. There we go.
Yeah, you sound like you want.
There we go.
Is that
Hey,
better?
hey.
Whoa,
Oh,
wow.
I like it.
Jeez.
Is that better?
very mindful.
Hold on. Let me just.
Call him Eric Stern.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Ooh, give me a little telephone. I like
Yeah.
that.
You like that?
I like that.
You
Yeah.
like that?
Ooh, a little sparkle on
there
top.
you go.
No,
That's good.
now we're talking.
Yeah, now you sound like
Good,
you got
good.
some balls on you, huh? What happened in Chicago with the?
What happened?
Jesus Christ.
I want to because people have been asking me about it.
alright.
I saw the news. You've been doing gigs. You've been going from New York to Boston, Toronto, playing cities around the U.S. But something went wrong in
What happened?
Chicago. What happened in
You're
Chicago?
officially putting me on the spot here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we played Chicago, as you just stated. And normally we do a 2 hour to 2.5 hour show.
Yeah.
That's something that evolved over a long period of time. And part of that show is a product of having a lot of songs, and part of the show is a product of being able to play those songs in lots of different ways.
Yeah.
So we'll go back and forth between full rock band to maybe like piano and vocal, or just acoustic guitar and vocal. Sometimes we'll jump in the audience and we'll play songs 100% acoustic. We'll kind of mix it up,
Yeah.
and it's never quite the same from show to show. And in Chicago, we went out, and during the first song, the club's monitors went out. I guess their power amps caught on fire. So the club was doing everything they could to, fix the situation.
Have you guys ever played this venue before?
Yeah, it's actually a classic venue. It's a really great venue, and I don't mean to talk poorly of the venue. It's called the Double Door in Chicago. I think, what movie was it? Reality Bites? The end of the movie, like when they kissed, and
That's there.
that's at that show. Yeah, it's a cool venue. It's a bar, but it's pretty big size, and so the club was trying to do what they could to fix it, and the monitors were in and out for I think 3 or 4 songs, and it definitely created like a weird vibe with us, at least on stage, because it's kind of hard to play your instrument if you can't hear it,
Right.
especially if it's your voice. And one thing that I think a lot of people who don't have the joy of being on stage, they might not know about, is that when you're on stage, it doesn't sound anything like what it sounds for the audience. Like the audience and the musicians hear totally different things. So you can actually be on stage 10 feet away from the drum kit, which normally is a very loud thing. But
Yeah.
when you're going against the PA system and you're going against bass amps and guitar amps, you can actually get to the point where you can't hear the drums, even though it's right next to you.
Wow.
So the monitors are super important. That's how you do your thing.
Sure.
So it's going in and out, and that kind of stuff does happen every once in a while. You get used to it. You play enough shows, and you get used to it. But for some reason, this night it just kept happening, and eventually they died, and the monitors were out.
Wow.
So at this point, we were about 45 minutes into the show, and we had to make a call that we basically couldn't do the rock thing anymore because we couldn't hear it. You know.
Yeah.
And there was also like a little bit of stopping and starting going on because so the audience Friday night they were all drinking and the audience was starting to get a little bit detached.
It's Chicago. Yeah.
It's Chicago,
Yeah.
which is cool. And I love playing Chicago.
Yeah.
It's usually one of my favorite towns to play
Mhm.
in. And so then we were like, okay, let's regroup. We went downstairs for a second. We said, let's just start just doing acoustic. You know, that's all we got. So we went out to do acoustic, and there was, at this point, a healthy amount of very drunk people. And
You got to be terrified at that moment. I'm like, oh Christ.
and basically,
I'm that guy in Animal House right now. Who
Yeah.
gets the guitar smashed.
totally. And basically, like, we had been touring for about a year straight at that point,
Yeah.
and we were trying to do something special. We were trying to do something intimate, and a couple people didn't care. They just wanted to get wasted,
Yeah.
and so we couldn't play rock because the club was broken, and we couldn't do acoustic because the crowd, like certain members of the crowd, were not going to allow that to happen. So we just said, "Hey, sorry,
They
we're done."
wanted to dominate. They wanted to.
Yeah, it's cool. I get it. You know, like it's part of. I was talking to my friend about it, and he brought up a really good point. He said that the kind of rock and roll that we play is very inclusive, and we egg people on. We encourage the audience to participate as much
Yeah.
as possible. So it's just kind of like a cocktail, and it's not always going to work out. Like sometimes the crowd's going to totally be amazing and go for it and excited, and the majority of the time that's the case. But in the last like 3 or 4 years of touring, we've had 2 shows where the crowd just basically, it was like we could have been anyone up on stage.
Yeah, it didn't
they were
matter.
just wasted screaming
Yeah.
and doing their thing, and it's kind of like, okay, cool. Well, some people called us out on social media afterwards, saying that we were sellouts and that we were supposed to be like these really genuine band. How could you walk off stage and like, people drove all these miles and all this
It's
shit.
gotta be fucking frustrating. Yeah. I mean, because you put in all that time driving and.
Yeah,
you're
we drove 9 hours
tired.
to get to that show.
Yeah,
You know,
and
like-
you don't want it to go terribly, but
Yeah.
it goes and and if you got a mob of drunk people yelling at you and telling you might suck or something or you're not doing good tonight, it's fucking you want to leave the stage. I would want to leave
Yeah.
the stage too.
You know what it was? It sounds like Little Puppy, like poor Woe Is Us, but it's true. At the end, we were trying to do the acoustic thing, and people just kept talking and whatever. And at one point, this girl screamed, "Shut up and play a song!" And I just leaned over to Billy, and I'm like, "I'm done. I'm sorry," and I walked off.
Yeah.
And I guess sorry everyone. It kind of was my call. I apologize for that. I apologize to everyone who flew out and waited all these months, but
Yeah.
like we're human beings and we have feelings, and we're not just puppets on a string. And if it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And
Yeah.
that's-
And those drunk people in the crowd, it sounds like they were making it impossible if you do the acoustic thing, which you guys kill at. You do it at the end of a lot of shows. You did it here at the Bowery in New York City, and you went out on the street. You've done it in Europe.
Yeah.
It's a great moment. It really brings the crowd right to the show. It's like you're singing along with Billy and Eric. It's great.
Yeah, it's always one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah.
It's always different. And
How did that come about? That acoustic thing at the end of the shows. That's yours. Don't drink this. Is dip spit.
that was I have done that before.
That'll be the first rock
I
star
have
on
drank
radio
your
to drink
spit.
dip spit. Yeah.
How did it come about? Jeez, I don't know actually. I mean, you probably if you ask the band members, everyone will have a different memory.
Yeah.
But my memory was in Phoenix, Arizona. We were playing a show, and we were doing this song called "Now You're Free." Billy was doing it, and it was just him and electric guitar and vocals. And it's end of the show, kind of like intimate moment. And there was a DJ next door, and it was way too fucking loud. And he realized it wasn't possible. And we went back and forth. And in the end, we made a call to just go outside into the parking lot, and we brought like 300 people out into the parking lot, and we played for like an hour out there, and then we went back into the venue and played a couple more songs, and it was just like a on the spur of the moment kind of call, and that really spawned this whole end of the show acoustic thing. But I think that's like maybe a practical answer, but the truth is it's something that we've been doing forever. Like when Bill and I first met, we played in the subway, and we always have played acoustic. It's been a part of who we are. So when we did that in Phoenix, it just felt so good that we're like, oh man, we got to keep doing that. Sure. Like it's really special.
Yeah, that is. I remember my brother was at that Phoenix gig.
Yeah, he was holding we were standing on a bench and it was really wobbly, and he was holding the bench.
Fat Kev's helping out, bro.
He totally was. He was so focused. He's like, I'm not gonna let you fall. I am not gonna let you fall.
I am the wall, bro. I'm gonna hold this up.
I'm keeping your careers alive. Holding the bench, dude. Fat Kev.
He was great.
Fat Kev's a roadie now.
Yeah.
He'd make a great roadie.
Yeah, he's a maniac. He's an absolute maniac
in the best way.
Yeah. So Eric will be here the entire show, folks. So
very
call
kind
in.
of you to come down. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, this is like your 2 weeks off. I mean, geez.
I appreciate the payment too. It's really hefty, guys. For everyone who doesn't know out there, these guys pay top dollar, and that's the only reason why I'm here.
30 grand for
By the way,
this.
Kieran just for a second, like, what the fuck did he do?
Do I owe him?
Did I say something when I'm drunk? Oh, fuck.
Shit, he bought me coffee.
No, man. It's the truth is, I know that it's your second to last show, and I've been following Kieran and Rock and the show for a really long time. I've never actually listened to the show. I'm just kidding. No, I haven't.
We were just like, yeah, we don't blame you.
It's just like a born again Christian thing, right?
Yeah. It's exactly like NPR.
Yeah, totally. No, but I've been following the show for a really long time, and when Kieran told me that there's only 2 left, and he asked me to be a part of it, I was like, absolutely. Yeah. It's a big deal. And me and Kieran were talking in the car about it, like when you are pursuing your dreams for that long, 15 years, 10, 15 years, like. It really becomes a part of who you are. And, obviously you guys have a large listener base and a lot of people who have been following you as well for that long of a time. And you become a part of their lives as well. So it's really special.
Yeah, it's really starting to hit me that the this show is ending. And I start thinking about like those people that call in or write emails. And by the way, everybody throughout this last week, because we announced that we were ending the show on last week's show, and everybody that's contacted us over this past week, Jesus, this week felt like it was a month because I'm sitting here reading all these nice little like anecdotes that people are sending in. I've listened to you for this long. I remember when you said this, or I grew up listening to you guys. It's tremendous stuff, man. It really, but holy crap, does it pull on your heartstrings? It really does pull on your heartstrings, And this whole week, I literally been saying to myself, I was like, we're not gonna go out like Brett Favre crying. We're gonna go out like Derek Jeter, who won the game. You know what I mean? In his last Yankee game, he hit a base hit to right field and won the game. That's how Rock and I want to go out with this radio thing. So, with Eric coming down this week, and next week is gonna be mayhem because there's a lot of people gonna be joining us on the show. So we're gonna go out with a lot of laughs. I'm bringing in people to make sure that it's going to be, there are a lot of laughs shared.
Just in case we can't provide that.
I literally called the big guns to come down, and they all agreed that they're going to rip me a new a-hole next week. So we'll go out with some laughs, not with some cries. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Are you saying I'm a bass hit?
You're a bass hit?
Because I'm not going to make any laughs. There's no humor coming out of my mind.
Well, no, we're going to talk music today.
That's boring. No one cares about music.
Everybody cares about
I think this is our show where we're going to do like our top quality show. So we bring in the big guns.
This
for
is the
quality.
NPR, for the NPR listeners.
Yeah.
Yes, I love it.
Joe, you're on the air. What's going on, man? Joseph.
My channel up.
Channel's up. Joey.
Hey.
Hello.
There you go. Wow, Kieran, two's left, and he's still figuring out that board.
I'll get it right. What's going on, Joe?
Kieran.
Welcome. Eric from Augustine's is in studio. What's going on?
Well, yeah, I've listened since 2008.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, and thanks to you, I discovered at first Paler and then Augustine's.
Oh, right
One of my
on.
favorite bands of all time.
So for that, we get a little percentage now, right? 'Cause that don't work.
we get points on their next album.
Dude, I just lost my payment for today. That's fucked up.
Sorry, man.
No, it's okay.
I've wanted to phone in for a long time. I didn't want to do it next week because it's going to be so hectic. But I've loved the show for 6 years. I used to listen to it all the time. Like I'd be at home 16 hours a day, just constantly. Lunatic Radio. I know, no life.
No.
Sorry, Karen.
Dude,
I know what it's
I
like
don't
for you.
care. Dude, it's awesome. I think it's awesome that I do that myself with other radio shows that personalities I find that are on radio shows, and I'll sit back and I'll drive my car around for hours aimlessly listening to people talk if they're funny enough and engaging enough. Yeah, so I don't knock you for doing that.
That's the thing. You guys were so engaging. Like Kieran, how long was your streak of not
8
being?
years.
With the...
It was 8 years. 8 years.
Let's go.
I ate 8 years.
I'm gonna go back and say 6, maybe. I didn't get laid.
What was the streak? I don't know about it.
I didn't get laid.
Sexless.
Oh, dude, you should have met him when he was a kid.
Yeah, never got laid, and then I started out kicking my punk coverage. Started doing pretty well with that. Yeah.
No, it's because you used the greatest chat-up line of all time, which is, "Do you like muffins?"
Yeah, that was mine. Yeah, that was mine.
You've got to give her the old strong cone.
That's right. With all these lines, I love it.
There's so many lines from the
Damn.
shows. Yeah, Rock used to be condescending to chicks.
It was not condescending.
during his single years. He would just,
It wasn't condescending. There was a girl at the donut shop, and I was just trying to strike up a conversation. You have limited time because you're literally making a purchase. You're in and you're out.
She was
And
the hottest Dunkin' Donuts worker I've ever seen in my life.
So be it. But the point is, like, what are you gonna say? I'm a little nervous. What are you gonna say? So I said, "Do you like muffins?" Just to break the ice.
She's like, I sell them, you
I'm
dickhead.
just breaking the ice.
No, I don't like muffins.
Did it work?
No, because we started making fun of him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, it was trash right there.
Yeah.
But saying that, it was better than what Kieran was doing when he was just shouting across the road, "You're cheating on me already."
Oh, Jesus. Joe, where are you from? Are you from London? Or from
No,
England?
I'm from Swindon, which is about an hour away from Bristol.
Yeah. We're playing Bristol. No, we're not. Sorry, we're not.
Psych.
You played Bristol a couple of months back.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yeah.
How are the shows over there different from your U.S. gigs?
Are you asking me or Joe?
Both, actually.
Joe, have you ever seen us live?
Yeah, I saw you in Bristol.
Oh, lovely. Okay, but I'm assuming you've never seen us in the States.
Oh no.
Okay, so then I guess I'll answer the question.
Yes.
They're well, it depends on the city we're playing in, to be honest. But generally speaking, England, Germany, Holland, like they're just France too, like Switzerland, like they're all wonderful places to play, and
Yeah.
the shows are always like totally memorable. We're known, people know us there more than over here, so the shows are larger, which is exciting.
Which is strange because the band originated in
I know
Brooklyn.
it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. You know how many articles I read about you guys that you originated in Seattle?
I know that somehow ended up on our Wikipedia page,
Yeah.
which
I'm like, no, they're from Brooklyn.
which is a good testament. Don't believe everything you read on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I love it both.
To
It
be
turns-
honest with you, I would love to see you in Europe because I've seen photos and I've seen videos of you guys playing over there. And you're right. For some reason or another, you guys are just like huge over there. It seems like.
Yeah, it's just different. Like in England especially, there's radio, and it's like there's national radio. In the States, there's really no national radio.
So many, bands just generally
And rock and roll, it doesn't get airtime here in the
bands
United
generally
No.
do so much better in Europe, and so many like acts that I like just barely even play here in the States, and so many amazing giant festivals take place in Europe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's I mean, not that there's not here, but I don't know, for some reason, just generally speaking, it's better, and music is a better situation. Over in Europe.
Joe, what do you think? What's the secret sauce in England, or that why is it that people love rock and roll music so much over there?
I think it I know it's an old adage, but it kind of links into football chants, especially with Augustine's music. It's so easy to sing along, and it's so easy to connect with the passion that you guys bring. I'm using you as an example, but it can be in general as well.
Yeah.
But it's easy for us to connect with the passion that's being conveyed by you guys, and after a couple of drinks, not like Chicago where they just become a bit feral. We know how to elevate it, and we just know how to tap into it a bit more.
So you're saying that Europe, you guys are professional drunks over there.
Yes, yes, without a doubt.
It's not amateur hour. No.
No, everyone that was around me was at least 3 sheets to the wind.
Well, that's when, like you said, sometimes that's when the good stuff happens, and sometimes it goes a little south. But that's the risk you take with rock and roll.
Yeah. Joe, I love that you called in. I am Rock and I are humbled that you've been listening to the show for this long, man. That's a cool thing. And
Yeah, I wanted to phone in and just thank you for you didn't have to do this, especially saying you're not on 30,000 a show like Eric is. But yeah, thank you for
It's a
putting in
minute,
so much
actually.
time. I cannot believe Kieran's been doing it 15 years. Rocket, you've been charting up the years now. And, you've got people like Josh Gogan that used to drive in from North Carolina just to do a show and entertain these people. And for that selfless act, thank you guys.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Now
you.
Josh has lost his mind. He's growing a huge beard. Yeah. I actually talked to Josh on the phone for the first time in like 2 years this week. And he's bizarre.
I can't wait. He's calling in next week, right?
Josh will be calling
wait.
in next week.
Well, Joe, thank you so much, man. And I mean, what can we say, man? We appreciate it. We appreciate all the years that you listened to us, and we'll
We're going to go out with some laughs, so we'll do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you, Joe.
guys. I'll leave it on this. Who gets custody of Rocket's tape saying you're both moving?
My tapes.
Your taint?
No, tape, as in... you like that
files.
cock, don't you, Rocket?
Oh yeah. They're long deleted, Joe. Long deleted.
Oh, no, I know that. Okay, now all right, forget it. Yeah.
they're all deleted.
Yeah, I don't know if Rock wants to talk about that. He doesn't want to revisit that
Yeah,
segment.
That was the whole segment. Thanks, Joe.
I'll leave you guys on that one.
I totally forgot about that.
Thank goodness.
I know Eric is dying to know, but I can't even go into it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Some things are better kept secret.
Next caller.
Rock was around before Paris Hilton. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And Kim Kardashian.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Cool teacher. What's going on?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Welcome. Eric from the Augustines is here.
Hey Eric.
Hello.
This is cool teacher. She calls in. She doesn't have anything to say ever.
Hi.
Why would I start now?
Yeah. How you doing there, cool teacher? What do you got for the program?
Doing okay. Not much, just calling in and just calling to thank you guys for all that you do.
What do? We get on
You
here.
provide entertainment is what you do.
Yeah, we try. We
try.
try sometimes.
I mean, at least Rock does. I'm not
Yeah,
like
that's right. That's right.
To be honest with you, sometimes I listen back to myself on this show. I'm going, I can't even communicate. Why am I on the radio? I can't talk. Sometimes, but sometimes I knock it out of the ballpark. Thank you, cool teacher. I appreciate the sentiment. That was really nice.
You're welcome. You guys will definitely be missed.
All right, thank you. We're not dying, by the way.
No, I know that, but it's just like so weird. It's like you're part of so many people's schedules. Like you're part of my Mondays. So like today coming home from work, I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? Like after next week, like on Mondays, like I'm just so used to, it's 8:00. It's Lunatic Radio. Like that's just part of my Monday schedule.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could just keep calling Kieran and Rock. Just get
Yeah,
the personal
sure.
numbers. I can send it to you.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Let's do a personal show.
Yeah.
There you go. That's what we could do. We could sell our services. Call us up and $9.95 a minute or an hour.
I'll do a radio show with you, like a personalized radio
There
show.
you
You guys are one step away from an escort service here.
Yeah.
Right?
Suck your dick.
Well, Rock's moving up to Westchester, so we could do a show.
All right. Oh God.
Rock's moving up to Westchester, and then he's gonna buy a house in the Hamptons. He'll be living the life. He'll be fun.
Do a cool teacher and rock show. There you go. That'll.
Yeah, that'll bore people to death.
No,
I agree.
won't. No, I want to do it. See, now I want to do it because now you.
Oh,
You're
I'm
just
so
loud
in right now.
and she has no point.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you.
I'm
cool
a middle school teacher. I have endless stories.
About what? Students?
About nothing. She has endless stories about nothing.
I don't know. My wife.
That'll be our first episode, and we'll dedicate it to you.
My wife was a teacher for 10 years, and she's got some pretty badass stories. So
Okay, so
I think
maybe
we
I
should
got
there's
some
take
pretty
something there.
badass stories on this show, actually.
I'm sure you do. Yeah.
That would be the last thing Kieran needs, like in his life. Like a couple years down the road, we find out we're millionaires. The cool teacher and rock show.
Right.
Kieran would be like just slit wrists, call it a day.
Syndicated around the country. Comes on right after Ryan Seacrest's Wacky Morning Zoo. Fucking rocking cool
We're
teacher.
talking about students and cats, and everybody's locked in.
Yeah, and I'm out in Arizona sweating my ass off swinging a hammer. Fuck. And then I'll find out the problem with this radio show is me.
I put content into the show. Silly me.
Yeah. Thank you, cool teacher.
Thank you, cool teacher.
You're welcome. You guys will definitely be missed. I know I don't have much to add to the program tonight, but it's not
you do.
about me for once. It's about you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's all about us. It's all about us.
Well, it is, at least for tonight and next week.
Yeah. Thank you, cool teacher. Appreciate it. By the way, coming
You're
in from the
welcome.
chat room, what's your motivation? These are all inside jokes, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was
People will get them.
like, I don't get that one at all. That's not very funny.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. Oh, yeah. So Eric from the Augustines here. People in Europe, get ready. The boys are coming back. They were playing a lot of gigs. Yeah. Do you have thoughts? Because you mentioned it to me. I don't know. Can I even mention this? That you guys are potentially...
Show of
I
things.
love that
not
he
said.
asks me on the air if he
Hold
can
on a
mention
second.
this.
All right. So what is the process going into the third album? Because you guys are making another album after this one. The tour's going to come to the end in the next couple months or so. Stop touring. You're going to take a break. How far... do you have ideas for the next album right now?
Yeah, we have a healthy amount of sketches. Nothing.
What does that? What does sketches mean? Like just those are lyrics, like Eminem from 8 Mile. He writes little notes.
No, I mean the sketches these days usually exist in the form of iPhone voice memos, GarageBand recordings from the iPhone, or like sitting on the laptop in the bus working on a track, or just sitting around with an acoustic guitar or piano and kind of noodling around. So some of them are like everything's in its infant stage, and we're just kind of testing the waters with where we can take it.
What comes first? And this is kind of like the cliche thing you ask a musician.
The egg, no, the chicken.
But with you guys, when you create a song, is it you creating music, or is it Billy coming to you with a lyric? What usually, or is it? There's no real process to it. It just evolves. Different types of ways.
Every song's different. I know that's a generic answer,
Yeah.
but it really is. I mean, I guess like you could say a good chunk of it is Bill is the primary writer, so he'll come in with like either a fully fleshed out song on an acoustic guitar with a vocal melody, not necessarily always having lyrics. Sometimes he does. It depends. Or sometimes it will be like an idea that he's kind of playing around with every once in a while, and then we'll all get together and we'll kind of jam it, and then we'll establish a vibe, and then he'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then he'll go back and write another part for it. So it really evolves. Or sometimes there's ideas like I demo a lot, I record a lot, so I'll like demo out ideas, and then I have all these things in my playlist in my iTunes, and I'll share them in the van when we're driving or on the bus or whatever, and you just kind of throw out ideas, like, hey, this is something I just did, and most of the time, it comes and goes, but every once in a while, an idea, and this is true, I think, for everyone, like, ideas come and go all the time, but every once in a while, there's one that kind of pops out, and it's like, hey, there's something about that. And and then you'll find yourself asking one of the other guys in the band, like, what was that thing you were playing the other week? Like, it's been in my head ever since, and then it just sticks around, and then usually when they stick around, that means it's worth holding on to.
And at what point do you just take that idea and you involve it more and adding more things to it? How does that? Because it's just, this is like fucking Chinese to me when I think about how you guys get together and create a song. I'm like, I wouldn't. I'm a layman. I don't know. Like I'm not a musician.
No,
so.
I hear you. I don't know the answer to your question. I don't know myself.
Yeah.
I don't know where it comes from. There's something special that happens. Like, I might be at the piano and play something and think it's the dumbest thing on the planet. and
Yeah.
or just like whatever. It's just like a thing. I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I'll record it on my voice memo, and then 3 weeks later or 3 months later, I'll be just randomly going through it on shuffle on my iPod, and it will pop up. And I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And then all of a sudden, I'll hear a drum beat, and I'll be like, "Yeah, that's really
a month
interesting."
ago, I was a genius.
Yeah. And it's just context, I guess. And I mean, for like when Bill writes a song and when he comes in with like a full song with like a verse and a chorus and a a melody and lyrics even, like then it's really exciting because it's a different hat that you get to wear. You
Yeah.
get to just like put on your producer cap and say, what can I do to this song to make it interesting? How can I not fuck it up? Like, because it's already good, and my whole job is to like add to it without fucking it up.
Yeah.
And then that goes for drums or bass or piano or whatever instrument you're throwing on top. And it's amazing how you can take something that's actually a really good idea and destroy it really quickly by putting the wrong thing on top of it. Like
Yeah.
it's like juxtaposition, almost like painting, or like it's a really bad analogy. If you like paint a wall green and then put up like a really contrasting curtain, like all of a sudden that green looks really ugly. But if
Yeah.
you put up the right curtain, like it all complements each other.
Yeah.
Sure.
But then the aesthetics are involved in it too. So like, what's the direction that you want to take the band, and what's the direction you want to take the
Right.
music, and and then
The-
your
the- see-
experience, like the live show. Like, what do you think people want to hear live? Like,
Right.
what kind of album do you want to make? Is it introspective and quiet? Is it?
It
is
seems like you
know-
guys do create stuff in the studio that you have in the back of your mind that we want. This is going to translate great live, and you guys create songs that are going to translate great live in concert. I feel like you guys do that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, in the
And if-
past, it was just a product of, I guess, circumstance. But on this last record, we definitely
Mhm.
did that. We took. I think I talked about it last time I was here, but it's okay. We
were hammered the last time you were
I
here.
know.
I don't even remember it.
I think that happened mostly after the show, fortunately, which is good. We should keep it that way. But on this last record, we took like 2 weeks off after we toured for 2.5 years. We took 2 weeks off when we went right into the studio. So literally, like the echo of the audience was still in our ears when we were writing this
Yeah.
record. So there was directly connected.
Yeah.
And I think this third record will probably be similar. It's going to be different. I can tell you that. I don't know how different. We're not really into reinventing the wheel. If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah.
But we've all changed a lot as people, and we've matured a lot, and we've learned all kinds of different ways to express ourselves.
Has Billy ever came to you with lyrics and you've sat and read them and go, I can't do shit with this?
No, never, never.
No,
No.
'Cause
I
he
mean,
seems like a tremendous. He's a tremendous mind, but
yeah.
the way he writes is it's like a unique thing. I think
Well, it is unique. It's really unique.
a lot different.
He has a
than-
gift,
Yeah, he does have a gift.
and he cares. He really cares. He puts a lot of time into his lyrics. And on this last record, the lyrics were often the last thing to come.
Yeah.
And I think that he didn't necessarily struggle, but he certainly put a lot of time and energy into making sure that the lyrics were not self-indulgent.
Mm-hmm.
We also knew that like the first record was very personal, and it was like very intimate, and explaining a life story. And on this record, our life experiences had changed, so that like there was going to be a lot of criticism about it not being deep or not being heavy enough, or
Right.
whatever. And he was conscious of that, so he had a really difficult mountain to climb.
Had the movie your one of your songs is in a new movie. How does that come about? Like when you get does that, by the way, does that throw you guys for a loop that a major motion picture studio was just like, we're gonna use this song to put in the trailer? What is the movie? I forget
It's called The Judge.
the Judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
And how does that come about?
Wake up in the morning, still groggy-eyed, and you pick up your phone, and you look at it, and you see an email saying, we want to use your song.
No shit.
That's it. I have no idea how it happened.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't.
Just somebody somewhere was like, I like this. I like the way this sounds. We're gonna use this for the movie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I know that like there are all kinds of entities out there that do that for a living. They're trying to get syncs.
Mhm.
It's called syncs.
Mm-hmm.
Happening, and this person was probably contacted, said, hey, we need something for this trailer, and it needs to be like this, this, and this. And they went into their catalog and thought our song would be good for it.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer. It looks really good.
It looks
I mean,
great.
it's kind of perfect. I
The
was
way
like, wow,
they, I watched, I think we might have watched it on the
Yeah, we
show
watched it,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, and the way they used the songs, it's
yeah,
great.
they cut it up really
Yeah,
well. I was
they did.
impressed. I was like, damn, that's some good
It
editing.
sounds-
Right there.
It sounds like an anthem too. So,
Yeah.
it's just great. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so we're gonna be hanging out with Eric the whole show. I want to talk. We got to talk about the documentary because I'm a fucking documentary geek, and the band has a documentary being filmed about them, which I already know the story, but I can't wait for somebody else to put a spin on it and hear it from your voices. So I really want to talk to you about that too. So we'll do a break. We'll come back. We're hanging out with Eric. It's our second to last show. So call in 646-233-4045. You got questions for Eric. You want to cry on the phone? That'd be great. Any naked chicks want to call in? That's awesome too. Even though it's on the phone, I still imagine.
Magic of Kieran right there. That's the skill.
classic.
And I want to point this out. Rocket has a monitor in our studio just dedicated to old photos taken throughout the years of this program from events and stuff that we did co-host. I'm looking at a picture of Josh Gogan right now.
Oh, that's what he looks like.
That's the guy that co-hosted our show. Weird. So that's like, it's kind of cool. It's like we're like reminiscing here. It's kind of fun. So
It's we are the Augustines. What's the Twitter?
Oh, it's at We Are Augustines.
We are Augustines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Augustines.com.
We are Augustines.com. Yes.
We are Augustines.com?
Yep.
They didn't change it?
No, we're gonna switch it though.
You are
Oh,
going to
I'm gonna switch it.
You're going to switch it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with Eric right after these words. People, stick around.
That's awesome, Fat Kev.
Yeah. He was a big part of our show.
Yeah, I heard a couple shows with him on it.
Yeah. If you are a proud supporter of lunaticradio.com show and you like to see this show flourish or just Rock and I become alcoholics, you can donate to the lunaticradio.com show by simply going on our website, Rocket, fire away.
Yes, absolutely. Donations. Go to the website, lunaticradio.com, and select from one of the options, even a recurring amount, or simply just give whatever you feel. Anything and everything is appreciated and helps pay for any of the expenses for the show and helps us keep going and, not have to dig out of our pockets. And we appreciate, again, anything you can give.
Right. So give a shit and give us a donation.
Well, give money. Don't give a shit.
Oh, right. I can go on about that one. So log on to the lunaticradio.com website if you would be so kind and give us a donation. It would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you from the bottom of our hearts
Yes.
from the lunaticradio.com show.
Walked home by the river last night and thought something's missing, something's wrong. If you could give me any advice, I would listen, I would, alright. Let's kiss, ain't got no, but I'm gonna get it right. Let's kiss, ain't got no, you see we go. Then down again, this'll be the end. Up and down that long, drink themselves to death we go. Up then down, you won't see my face again. I'm gonna get alright. Now you're days fade away like ghosts in the fog of the night. Now they're missing, now they're gone. You can give me any advice, I would listen. I feel alone, well alright. Let's kiss, ain't got no, but I'm gonna get it right. Let's kiss, ain't got no. You see we go then down again. This
compelling because they have to be, or we open fire. It's Kieran and Rock on Lunatic Radio.
Curtain strong on my back, and she is gone somewhere else.
Yeah. I love Rock's depressing rejoiner music.
Come on, this is a good song. Play it a little louder.
To say goodbye.
Every rejoiner has something about things are ending,
Yeah.
saying goodbye. And
Do a
who is
little
this?
show
Rock?
production as we fade out.
Yeah, this is Beck, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who are some
Good job, Rock.
Who are some bands and stuff you listen to? Eric?
Motley Crue, Judas Priest,
I'm waiting for him to say Drake or Lil Wayne or something.
I've actually never
Drizzle?
checked out Drake.
No?
No, I do. I'm currently on a Kanye West trip.
Ooh.
Get the fuck out of here! Really?
Yeah, I appreciate him as an artist. Not and even more so than his music that he makes, but I know that he's a troubled soul and a controversial soul, but he is certainly a profound artist.
Yeah, I have so many opinions about that guy.
None of them are
Yeah,
good.
that's
None of
cool.
them are
Yeah,
good.
I don't defend.
Some of his tracks are entertaining. There is, it's like, oh, that's cool stuff he's got going on. So
I was just recently watching his Abbey Road performance with the orchestra, which I thought was pretty incredible.
He is very arrogant, though. You gotta.
He is very arrogant.
Oh my
There's
God.
no doubt about it.
Sometimes he and some I don't know. So he doesn't make sense to me sometimes. It just doesn't. But you're right. He is like he's a weird artist because you hear him speak and you're just like, how the hell does this guy have the mental capability to put together a song? But yet he kills it. The things he puts together are good.
Yeah. I mean,
You know?
some of his stuff. I really think it's cool the juxtaposition that he does consistently. Like, his use of string arrangements and pianos and breakdowns and like they're just really different from other people in his genre.
saw him live. It was a good show.
You saw him live?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Actually, the setup was even kind of cool. Set up like a runway, an airport runway.
Did he do
It
a?
was kind of a cool little stage.
Did he do like a? He always does these rants. Apparently.
Oh yeah. He had some. I had no idea what he said. It was just sounding like a bunch of words that were strung together.
Like he does. I feel like he doesn't even know what he's gonna say half the time when he goes into a rant about something.
It was. Yeah, I had no idea what he was talking about, but
I always loved, and this has been done on other radio shows, but I always loved Eddie Vedder's. Like he would just talk to the crowd between songs, and he would like kind of talk about something that would segue into a song, but sometimes the segue is just
didn't work.
Completely dreadful.
Oh god!
And then he just names the name of the song, and he just goes right into it, and everybody's just like, "What the fuck just happened?" Has Billy ever done that on stage where he's just like between songs he like just says something and you're just like, what is he talking about?
No. Billy's really good with that. I mean, I think it's no different than when you're having a conversation and you lose your train of thought, and you're just kind of like, yeah, I was born in this town and I did this and I did that, and this song's called Hallelujah. And you're like, you just kind of, you're like, and
right.
you're telling your story and you're looking down, you don't even know what song you're playing next. Yeah. It's just, it's part of it.
Yeah.
That Billy's usually really good. His banter is hysterical.
someone in the chat room was asking, "Hey, what are you guys gonna do now with your Monday nights? Now that they're gonna be free, what are you gonna do?" It's a good question.
Oh, what, with Monday nights free?
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Sleep. Watch a lot of porn or something. Catch up. I've missed out on a lot of adult films.
Catch.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I know, it's kind of, yeah.
I'm going to listen to old shows and cry for a while.
Yeah. It was even just, I said it before the show, it was even weird just plugging in the laptop, the power supply to the laptop. I'm like, I only got one more time to do this.
I'll listen to some Augustine's Now You Are Free.
Aww.
That's what I'll listen to.
Aw.
Are you going to take him on the road as like a little personal roadie?
You're welcome to come.
I would kill it as a roadie.
What do you mean by kill it? As in like just wander off and just start talking to chicks? Be like, yo, what's up? I'm with the band.
Yeah, hey, I'll just.
I know my cousin needs my help right now, but fuck it. Yeah, whatever. I'm here. Might want to think about that. Just saying.
Oh, no, I'm a good worker. I can carry fucking amps and shit. I don't know how to set up anything.
Yeah, he doesn't know. All these years.
I don't.
Volume go all the way up, right? Gotta put that volume all the way
I'm
up,
still
right?
trying to figure out the faders here. I don't know what I'm doing.
You should do that. If there's
I would do that. I would be honored to do that if
you carry around some patch cables. That'd be great.
If one of the Augustine roadies now like pulls an ACL or something,
There you go.
I'm just a phone call away.
That's right.
I just had this vision of middle of the show, middle of the song, like playing, and then just looking to my left and Kieran standing in front of me with a patch cable, being like, "I got the cable," and I'm just like, "What the hell are you talking about? I don't need a cable right now. It's cool."
I just like Kieran,
Puppy dog eyes.
Kieran to do the mic checks, and you just be like, "Hey, what's up? It's Kieran on lunaticradio.com." Every time.
Yeah.
Hey.
I used to host a podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one right now. As I'm doing a mic check.
Now here's the band.
I wonder what all the really serious Augustine's fans. I mean, because we have a diverse group of fans, and some of them are just hysterical. Like you see our live show, we're joking around all the time, but you know the music's serious. So like some people think we're this like really heavy, serious band, which we are, but we're complex people. I wonder what they would think of Lunatic Radio.
Oh God. Yeah, it is actually kind of a weird dynamic for what we do on our show normally, and then having you here. It's a different.
It's a little outside of the
like we really
comfort
should.
zone.
I mean, the other bands we feature on this show, other groups we've featured, like the Buckwheat Groats, these guys, a sticker on the wall. I mean, they're maniacs.
Yeah.
And Psycho Stick. I mean, they have songs. I mean, you could play some of Psycho Stick for Eric. They're maniacs. You're the band that we championed on this show that is actually serious rock and roll, a lot of thought put into it type
Right
of
on.
music. Yeah, but it translates. People love
Everyone's got their thing, man.
it. Yeah.
Psycho stick.
Yeah, play a little Psycho
Did you ever hear
Stick.
Goblin Dick?
Yeah, beer is good.
No, but I'll hear that
You
next.
should look up Goblin Dick. It's
Yeah.
pretty amazing.
Here. This is the other band
The
we
song's
love.
called Beer.
Yeah.
I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should.
Well, listen to it, it's
If
good.
There was a song to sing. I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad. Cause the beer
I think this is our new
glad.
tour song.
Now there's nothing left to say. So let's go drink beer. Let's go drink some beer.
Is that a double bass drum I hear in the background? Oh yeah.
Yeah. These guys are great.
Right on. Okay.
They're freaking talented as hell,
It's
too,
like
man.
that comedy music genre.
No, it's hysterical. I mean, it's I totally.
It's clever lyrics. I mean, this
What's
one's
the,
more of
uh,
the simple, straightforward, but they have some very
Did
clever.
you ever hear the Mac Lads?
Backlash?
No,
Oh,
play-
dude. Yeah,
bring it up.
I doubt if you're gonna find them on Google Play, but
Google Play's pretty good.
Mac Lads,
Mac Lads.
they're from England.
Google
Yeah.
just took a shit.
You Google, yeah.
What was the other one you just mentioned? Google Dicks or something?
Oh, Goblin Dick.
Goblin Dick.
Let's see what's that?
Look at
Oh, there it is. The Mac Lads rock band.
Oh, I'll spell it like this. I
Yeah.
spelled it wrong. It's on Google. I just spelled it wrong.
Let's hear some Mac Lads.
I want to see what songs they have. All right, let me see the.
Sweaty.
Oh yeah, go Sweaty Betty. This is a classic on tour. If you want to know what we want to listen to in the van, this is very offensive.
Betty smell you wearing? Does she go, does she?
Oh no.
Well, tell us about it then. She wore big knickers and she worked on Suey's farm. I got my hand down her jeans and I nearly lost half my arm. But after 10 pints, she looked quite fit. Couldn't wait to get me hands on a blobby tit. Sweaty Betty. Oh, Sweaty Betty.
Yeah.
Now I said, slap that and ride the ripples.
It's good English humor.
Yeah. That's a good getting pumped up driving in the car song.
Oh, it's good. There's some classic lyrics in that their song. They spend a lot of time on that. On those lyrics.
Yeah.
Sweaty
Play him some Buckwheat Groats Arbor Day song. Play the Arbor Day song for Eric. These are the other guys we champion. We love these guys. They're a rap group. They actually had a really they made TMZ like their last.
Well, Tom Hanks was
the Tom Hanks. Yeah, play the Tom Hanks one. That one's good. Play that one. This one actually.
They're known for their video, like what
Money Squad.
their
It's rap.
videos are.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great actors out there in the world.
Yeah.
Vince Vaughn comes to mind. David Duchovny. But there's only one man you can call the greatest. Back-to-back Academy Awards. 4 Golden Globes.
Yeah.
And when it comes to this rap shit,
Yeah.
bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. Bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. In a league of my own, bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. I think I'm Tom Hanks. Meg Ryan on my phone, bitch, I'm Tom Hanks. Got that Nora Ephron white and that bomb dank. Hanks, I think I'm Tom Hanks. Big money motherfucker, boy, I'm Tom Hanks. I'm Tom Hanks and you're not Hanks. How the fuck you gonna stop Hanks? 8.5 billion at the box office, that's top rank. My band of brothers got bands. We in the club and we flex and make a movie with your bitch. Steven Spiel, Robinson Meckes, boy, I'm Hanked up. Double cup, higher than Jim Lover was. I eat so many fucking shrimp. I'm a VIP at the Bubba Gum. My money long, that's the Green Mile.
These guys, I tell you what, we hung out with them at the Webster Hall. They are just knuckleheads, but they're freaking smart as hell. Smart as hell. It's it's really hard to make something like this. You know what I mean? Their lyrics are on point. The references are perfect. Like, it's just great. It's so well put together.
The movie splashing a cooch. My bitch a Hank Turner. Your bitch just looks like who? Sally Field, my side piece. Meg Ryan.
They are knuckleheads, dude. One of the rappers wears a big diamond-encrusted penis.
Oh wow. Where do you commission something like that?
I don't know. He loves that thing, though, Penis Bailey. He loves that.
Oh, his name's Penis Billy. There we
His
go.
name's Penis Bailey. And the other one's Little Dinky, right?
Yeah. That is accurate.
Playing the Arbor Day. Is Arbor Day up there? You don't see it, do you? That one is really retarded, too.
The video's better for us.
So what music, Eric? What music is something that maybe when you were a child, what did you listen to?
When I was a child.
Yeah. We're from the 90s.
We're from the 90s. Like, okay, so, no, we're not. We're from
Yeah,
earlier than that.
Yeah, I know we're earlier than
we're
that.
older than that.
But 90s was our development years. What were you listening? Because I can't remember what you were listening to.
I was your classic suburban kid. I was a product of capitalism, man. I was a product of marketing, and I listened to whatever was on radio and whatever was on MTV.
All right, you're from the grunge era. Pick a band. Please don't say Nirvana, but I know you're going to.
Of course, Nirvana.
Ah, I would argue Alice in Chains was the best one out of that.
That's because you're weird.
Oh!
Get out of here!
You gonna take that?
I won't take that.
Are you seriously gonna say that Alice in Chains is better than Nirvana? You're gonna sit
I
next
will.
to me and say that.
I will, but it's very hard to. I was just about to argue the point that, well, they both died,
You know,
right?
the thing is, though, for me, Nirvana, you know, my personal best Nirvana album is Bleach.
I love Bleach.
Bleach, I think, is their best album.
How many Alice in Chains covers have you heard?
Covers?
Yes.
Covers, like people playing covers of the
Yeah.
song.
Oh,
I don't
right,
know.
that's a good point.
That's
Not
a good
too
point.
many.
Not many.
Yeah. There's a reason for that.
But Lane spoke the truth. He rode the H train.
His most
Kieran's just like into depressing
his
shit,
most
though.
his most famous song, the lyrics had no the chorus had no lyrics.
What was it? What, Nutshell?
That one. I don't know the name of the song.
Yeah, but his
Man in the Box.
Man in the Box.
You're good. You're good.
So Nirvana, huh? I don't know.
It's a no-brainer.
Nutshell.
It's not a
Nutshell for
no-brainer.
me is my favorite Alice in Chains song. Nutshell.
Nutshell.
Yeah, that is like a great song.
But did Nirvana have another band? Now here, this is the only thing. Mad Season was just as good as Alice in Chains, and that's
Mad Season.
you ever hear Mad Season?
No.
That's Lane Staley too. He heads up.
It was
that one.
it was Lane Staley with the guys with Pearl Jam. They did this. They did. Yeah, I'm sure you heard River Deceit. I'm sure you heard.
I thought that
song.
was what's that I'm growing hungry. What's
No,
that song?
that's Temple of the Dog.
Temple of
But
Dogs.
Same
Oh.
time, same same premise. But
Wow, they were like the B-side Pearl Jam.
yeah, what was
band?
Yeah, River to Sea.
Yeah,
You've
here,
had
play
heard
it.
this.
This
song.
one is a depressing
Put it up.
song, but it's great.
It's a nice Fender. Is it McCready?
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
I thought you said you were bringing comedy on this show.
No, we're doing music today.
We have those shows where we just talk about music.
Yeah. This, my friend, is great driving music. When
I
I'm
like how
mellow out.
Kieran's trying to teach a musician
I
about
am.
music.
I gotta teach Eric a thing or two about being a musician.
So is this Eddie
I'm
Vedder?
surprised you never heard of Man Season. How? I don't actually don't want to answer.
I think
I was
I think
gonna
we're all the same age.
He'll start singing at some point. Just waiting for it.
It's like 30.
Listen to his voice though.
Oh, I've heard this song.
Yeah.
I would just, I would say Allison changed to me just because of this guy's voice. It's very unique.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? I don't think Kurt Cobain had the most.
Yeah, but I
unique
still
voice.
understand where Eric's coming from. I mean, what band was?
They killed Nirvana. Killed it. I know. Like I can't fucking argue that. They did kill it.
You kind of can't. Sorry, you can't.
Yeah.
That's like saying the Beatles aren't good. It's like I
Well,
get it.
I am not a Beatles fan.
That's cool. You don't have to be a fan. I'm not a hugest fan either.
Yeah.
But to say that they're not good is fucking crazy.
I'm not saying they're not good. I'm just saying I think Allison Chains could have been the better.
He's saying they're
grunge
better
band.
than the Beatles. He's saying Alston is better than the Beatles.
I'm selling it. Yeah.
This lunatic radio show is sponsored by Alice in Chains.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, there's been many shows where we played Mad Season and Alice in Chains on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, no, I mean it's like the guy definitely was. He definitely had a unique thing. It's just not my thing, but that's cool. I dig it.
Yeah.
Tell us about the movie.
The movie.
How did it come about? Why?
Okay, so
it's
we're like they're making a movie about us.
Documentary.
Documentary, sorry, and it's by a production company called Big Vulture. Todd Howe is the director, and he approached us, said, "I want to do a film about you," and it's an independent project, so they needed to get funding via Kickstarter.
Yeah,
and Todd we've known Todd for many years now. It's someone that we trust. He's a very sensitive artist, and he is taking on a very big project to try and tell the story, a very personal story of the band in our lives. So we agreed to do it, and he said that he needed some support via Kickstarter. So we got behind that and spread the word. We don't actually have much involvement in the film, other than the fact that we've agreed to give full access to our lives.
Yeah.
So he is, on the phone with us every other day, asking us questions, trying to get to the heart of how his vision is to figure out how to tell this story, because he knows it, but then trying to figure out how to tell someone who's never heard of us before is a whole different beast.
Right.
So
now, do you do you have at some point cameras following you just around the street? Or, do they take Rob and Billy and your perspectives individually?
Yeah, that's exactly how they're gonna do it.
Yeah,
and Bill's gonna go out to Bill's from California, so he's gonna go out there for a week, 4 days, whatever. I'm not sure how long, and they're gonna do a bunch of filming out there to tell his side of the story, and then they're coming to New York. I'm gonna be doing a lot of filming with them, and Rob as well is going to be doing filming, and then also Rob is from London, so he's going to be doing some filming out in London.
Yeah.
And there's going to be, he's actually a friend of ours, Brendan Stewart, is going to be coming out on tour with us for the entire UK tour. He'll be on the bus with us, and he'll be filming and interviewing people along the journey.
Yeah.
So, and then of course, massive amounts of archival footage, and Todd is going to be going out and doing his own interviews with select people, more like official interviews.
And when the documentary is finished, what are they gonna try to do with the film? Are they gonna submit it to film festivals, or where are people gonna be able to see it?
Yeah.
think?
I mean,
Do you know this? I don't even know. If you
I
know.
don't fully know, but
Yeah.
yes, I think the plan is to make the film first,
Mhm.
and then take it from there.
Mm.
To not put the cart ahead of the horse.
So you don't even know like how much they have done at this point. You just know that you need to be filmed at some point, and then they're just gonna go off and do their own thing. And
Yeah, they're still in the. I mean, the first phase was to see if people would support it, you know,
Mhm.
and that was pretty massive. It was pretty scary.
Yeah,
for
they
the
did-
band to go up on something to go up on Kickstarter, and
I think you gained more. What did you get? Like you were asking for like $55,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
And you guys got like 70 grand or something.
it was like 60 something.
yeah, it was before the end date. You know.
Yeah. It was pretty. It felt good. It was pretty like affirming that people care.
Yeah.
You know? It's interesting how much Kickstarter actually takes from your project. Little things I've learned. It's not that much, but they take a percentage.
Yeah.
And then of course, all those like DVD packages that you put together and all that stuff actually does add up to a lot of money.
Yeah.
So in the end, it's not as much as you'd think. And of course, making a film takes a lot of fucking money. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah.
A lot, and promoting the film and all that stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see how they put together all of this.
That's pretty exciting. I gotta imagine it's exciting. I mean, here. I mean, when the product is done, forever you're gonna have something documenting your life,
Which is kind of crazy.
which is crazy to even think about.
And a little bit intimidating. I mean,
Yeah.
because it's
You
your life
wanna-
story. You want to make sure it comes
yeah,
out
you
good.
want, yeah, you
know?
want to look like a good guy or something. You don't want to look like a.
Well, I want to look like myself. I don't want to look
Yeah.
like someone else's interpretation of who I am.
Do you wish we ever had cameras on us, like documenting us?
You know what I did.
There's
have,
technically a camera right there.
Well, but like really documenting, like
there would be some bizarre shit that comes out of my mouth. Like I literally drive in the car.
that is documented, the bizarre shit. But it's like,
No, but it's like I do like when I drive in the car. Whenever song's playing, I just start making like dick lyrics about the song.
Oh my
It's
God.
just like
Why have you
I
not?
do, I do stupid things. like
wish there was some
I know,
Rocky totally dropped the ball. You could have put a camera in his car a long time ago.
if there
Who
was
knew
a-
he takes the show past the microphone?
Oh, I
thought
do.
This is it.
I do.
That could have been
The
a
other
whole
day,
series.
the other day, I was making up songs about taking dumps, like just stupid stuff I do. It's my brain really doesn't fire on all
Schneike's
cylinders.
had a doc title for us. It'd be Sideburns and Dip. There you go.
So when is the film? When do you think it might be done?
Oh wait, hold on. Before you answer that, we got a call coming in.
Oh, all right. Carl, you're on the air. That is music
Wait,
playing.
that's music playing. Hold
Hold
on.
on a second.
You really don't know how to use that board, do you?
Yeah. Carl, you're on the air. What's the name? Where you from?
It's Chadwick from Des Moines, Iowa.
Chadwick from Des Moines.
Chadwick.
All the way in. You ever played Des Moines?
Old Chadwick.
I don't think so.
Have you ever done a
The old
gig?
Chadwick.
Have you ever done a gig where Billy got out on stage and he didn't know where he was?
Yeah. It actually happens to all of us, and it's a shitty feeling. We played a show. I think it was in. Okay, so this is. I don't remember what town it is, but it was definitely Hamburg or Cologne, and the fucking venue put "Welcome to Cologne" on the door as you're walking out in huge writing. "Welcome to Cologne," and it's Hamburg, and it's just like they're totally fucking with people, trying to get them to say the wrong thing.
Oh, that's gotta suck, huh?
That's messed
Not a good way to get the show started off
No.
when you misnamed the city. All right, Chadwick, what's going on, man?
So have you guys played in Des Moines, or?
I don't.
I've only been kind of following you for, I don't know, years.
You're-
So I know you haven't been here since then. in the last
I
year.
don't think so. I feel like Pela might have a long time ago, but I don't think Augustine says.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Well, a couple things. First, I wanted, you were playing, we're talking about Alice in Chains and Lane Staley. I wanted to, and I've called into the show a couple times, and I've always wanted to, and every time I have, I wanted to mention that, that I got to see Alice in Chains back in, I think it was in '92. And it would have been.
It was
like,
93. Stop it.
I'm serious, dude. It was like 2 months after Dirt came out, and they played at a bar in St. Louis called Mississippi Nights. And my brother and I went, and it was fucking awesome. And Lane Staley was an absolute mess. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
Every time he
that
would
sounds about
sing
right.
his, his lyrics or his, that line or the chorus, and when he didn't have to sing, he would turn his back to the audience and just heaving in coughs.
No kidding.
They-
Like just
yeah, and By
unhealthy.
the end of the show, they only played for like an hour, and at the end of the show, like 2 bouncers came out and they drug them off stage.
Jesus.
No.
And I don't think that they played many tours after that. After Dirt came out,
Yeah,
you know,
he-
they did like the unplugged thing or whatever. But I don't.
How many
think that
albums did they
did
have?
A lot of,
They had quite a few. I would say. How many albums do you think Alice in Chains had? 3 or 4? More than that?
Well, how many like
Actually,
how many
I'm just
full
saying.
length like rock albums or whatever you want to call it? Like,
well, after Dirt was that Jar of Flies, which was like
wasn't
an
that like
EP.
B-sides though?
No.
Yeah.
Dirt?
And then they
No,
came out
Dirt-
with
Jar
the
of Flies.
Unplugged, and
Jar of
then
Flies.
I don't think they came out with anything else.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
The self-titled, Dirt, Facelift, Sap, and then the Unplugged.
Oh, we are wrong. The Unplugged doesn't count.
So that
That's
was
not
it then. The
Apprentice
Unplugged, and then they were done.
If you watch the.
Yeah,
If you
Unplugged
do
was
watch.
our- it said- according to Google Play, Unplugged was their last.
Yeah.
Even if you watch
Anyway,
the
it was awesome.
if you watch the
kinda
Unplugged,
proud of
he
that
looks
moment.
like he is a little out of it during the Unplugged session they did.
Yeah.
Which is, but it's still it's timeless shit. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's classic, yeah. Yeah, that Lane Staley, man, he was a true talent, but he certainly didn't. I wouldn't say he
didn't handle it
didn't
too well.
appreciate it, but he really killed it with doing that. Those drugs can really screw you up.
He probably just didn't have a good support network.
Yeah, no, I mean, wasn't he? Even his body was found like 2 weeks later.
Teethless.
After he, he was just in
It's
his
sad.
apartment for 2 weeks. No one I'm sure somebody called, but it's just
Yeah,
terrible.
Nobody
Yeah.
looked for him.
All
Well, the
right.
real reason I called is I wanted to tell you how bummed I am that you guys are fucking leaving, but I get it, and I've been a long-time listener. Can I give you a little overview of my history and my assessment?
Say what you gotta say, dude.
Yeah.
It's your time.
So what I ran across you guys. I bought an iPod. I think it was the iPod Color or the iPod Video, which I looked online last night, and it came out in 2005.
Wow.
And I'd heard about the podcast, and I just started kind of fishing around looking for something because I was kind of traveling quite a bit at the time, and I thought, well, it'd be kind of fun to find something. And I ran across you guys, and I've been listening ever since. So, and I appreciate all the jokes and laughs, and you guys taking my calls, and it's been awesome. It's been a good run for sure. So.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
It's I've heard this a million times, but it's not fading on me. It really means a lot when somebody says that. Like you've been listening for a long time. It's crazy.
Well, and I remember too when I was looking for podcasts. I listened to a couple, and I think the main reason initially I ran across because it was well done. It was well produced. Actually, I think it was better produced then than it is now.
I will agree with that too. We did have our heyday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean, we used to have a booking girl with the show.
we had a booking girl,
Come on,
and she killed it too.
Yeah.
She did a good job.
I
every
reached
week.
out to you. Have you
Was that
spoken
Jenny
to her? I'm
Blowjob,
trying to
or-
get her. Yeah, Jenny. Yeah, we're trying.
Yeah,
to,
we have a yeah. her
yeah.
name's
That,
Jenny
that was
Blowjob.
accurate. That wasn't a
Because she
a
said
slip or
when
anything.
we first met her, she said she liked sucking dick. I don't know.
Yeah, and the name stuck.
Okay.
And Ronnie Beans was on, and I was bummed when he left.
Yeah.
He's, when you have him on now, though, he's not nearly as funny as he was back then.
Oh.
I will. We are next week's show is
Jesus,
is-
if this week is any indication of how crazy it's going to be next week, because there's some
next week. Next week in studio. Just for now, we have Ronnie Beans. We have Kanal, the comedian, done great on this show. Johnny Staten Island will be here.
Johnny's awesome.
Julian Cross will be here. Possibly some other people. And on the phones, we'll have Rory and Lauren Karff,
Josh.
Josh Gogan, and the first co-host ever, Doug Jones, will be on. So a lot of people so far are coming down and going to help us, fucking put an end to the show. And it'll be fun.
Bury it.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I never really watched you live. It was more of a podcast thing.
No, that's cool, man. But thank you for calling in tonight. And
No, absolutely.
It will never, it hasn't, and unfortunately now we just got one more show. I was gonna say it would never get, it never gets old hearing people for the first time.
Never.
And
Yeah.
just it's crazy. It's just crazy and awesome.
It's we fucking certainly appreciate it, dude. There have been many times where I've been bummed out about maybe the way my position in life and stuff like that, and I'd be like driving in my car and I'll see an indication on my phone for an email and I'll open it up and it'll just be somebody that's listened to the show and they're saying something genuinely kind about their show or saying something about how they appreciate it, and it was just like instantaneously changed my mood, and I was just like, fuck that, how great is that? And you know, it's really, I don't take it for granted. I honestly don't. It's great. You guys been kept, I mean, I've been doing this show, but you guys have been keeping me going for a long time.
I haven't?
No,
No, not you. You've had
what
nothing.
I'm kind of excited about now is that I've always just, you know, when I listen to a podcast, I typically listen to whatever episode is most recent. So I've skipped a lot, or I've missed a bunch of them just because, you know, I may have shit going on and, you know, miss 2 or 3 months or so. I'm just going to go back to the start now and just work it through.
Yeah,
you know what
I
I mean?
mean,
Which I never did before because I would hardly ever go to back episodes because it's like, okay, I want to hear what they're fucking talking about now, you know?
Sure.
So,
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of
that'll
stuff
be fun.
that's going to be dated in there, but there's still so many things that are just, you know, our moments in life and that are timeless, and we're going to repeat it, you know, probably next week, but you know, we're going to keep it running, you know, the hosting service as long as possible. So there'll be still plenty of opportunity for people to listen.
The bit that I remember most, for some reason, is and I always enjoyed when you guys talked about yourselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, stories is, you know, shit that happened to you or whatever. And one of them that sticks out is you talking about your jacking sleeve, Kieran.
Oh, it's Gigi. This is great
That's
that your
her name?
cousin's in the room with you right now.
I know this is. I have much respect for Eric, and now we're
Yeah,
hearing
now we're going to talk about a jacking sleeve.
All right, somebody sent me way back in the day. They sent me like this.
It's like a protective sleeve.
It's
No.
It was like a
It's an assistant.
It was like a jelly, like cylinder type device
Yeah.
that it helps you masturbate. You slip it on your hammer, and it's like whatever.
Wow.
So I gave it a shot.
How was it?
Actually, in
How
our old
was it?
neighborhood,
It
one of
was
the-
pretty
one of the-
remarkable, dude. It was
One
pretty
of the
great.
girls in the neighborhood, like one of those sex parties, and like 3 of the wives, including mine, bought us all and it was called Blue Judy. It was blue, and she had her little head on the end,
Yeah.
her face on the end.
Oh God.
Oh, here
And it was
is.
funny because
There
one
it
of
is.
one of my best friends, his mother-in-law is named Judy. So he
There it
used
is.
to go
Oh,
to
so it's
the
kinda like a
fucking
fleshlight.
Blue Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what was yours, Gigi?
Yeah, it was called the Gigi.
The Gigi.
I forgot who even sent me it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Somebody just sent it to me, and I was like, I'm going to give this fucking thing a whirl. And it was great. But you really do reevaluate your
hand?
mental state after
Your hand.
your mental state after you're done, because you're like, inevitably at some point you're sitting there with like a piece of lubricant wrapped around your body, and you got crap all over you, and you're just like, what am I doing with my life?
Is it washable?
It's washable.
Of course it is.
Yeah, and Kieran goes into this like 20-minute bit about how he does it and how it ended, and it was funny.
Yeah, it was,
I think we know how it ended.
it was. It was a mess of stuff. It was a mess. It
Oh
was.
God.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
I think it was pretty horrible.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everything, and it's been awesome, and I'll definitely watch next week's show, and you're gonna be sorely missed. So
Thank you, sir.
Thanks,
Appreciate
man.
it. Next week should be
All right.
really crazy, but certainly this week it's cool to hang out with Eric and talk shop and whatever, man. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Nobody's forgotten. I just want, you know, it seems like everybody's just like some random listener, but anytime we hear from somebody or somebody checks in the chat room, nobody's forgotten. It's noted here by Kieran and I. So we appreciate anytime anybody checks in with us, you know, either in the chat room or you know, calling up, and you guys stick with us, and so we appreciate it. We appreciate it very much.
well, I hope we can kind of keep in touch on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's gonna keep going. That's free. Hey, we can keep doing that.
Yeah, that is the best thing in the world. Free.
Yeah.
Free. Yeah.
All right, Chad, man. Thanks, man.
All right, guys.
All
All
right.
right, love you, man.
Love you.
You guys take care.
Take care.
Take care. There he goes.
Bye bye.
You want to do a break? We'll come back, regroup. I might want one beverage.
All right.
Just so I can get my mind right.
Just so I can stop the shakes.
All right. Take a break.
Eric from the Augustines is here with us hanging out, and we'll take a break. We'll come back. More lunaticradio.com show, everybody, right after these words.
Idiocracy begins and ends here with the Lunatic Radio Show.
If I'm wrong and it's alright, what am I running from? What am I running from? Myself and everyone.
Don't be unsociable.
I don't know him. Who the hell am I sitting next to?
Lunatic Radio's on Facebook.
Oh, they all just go there?
Everybody's there.
Are we on there, Ron?
Facebook.com/lunatic radio.
Take a moment and follow them now.
I hate them!
Before Kieran has another international incident.
Do you like tits?
Facebook.com/lunatic radio.
Anna says a friend. Yes, we like that. I like you, you like me. We can have a ham sandwich together. It's called the friendship on the Facebook.
Facebook.com/lunatic radio.
You know, the one thing that would make this better? A really big hit of window pane acid.
Lunatic Radio.
Rock's grabbing us beers.
Oh, you want one?
Oh, yeah, maybe. That's all right. If you don't, all right. Yeah, maybe I'll have one.
Yes, no,
I need something to drink. Yeah, it'd be cool. Thanks, Rock. Well, coming back from break, Rock's just grabbing a beer, and we'll be back, and we'll be talking to everybody and taking your phone calls. 646-233-4045. If you want to check in with us, we only have one more show, so. And only the hours are counting down. So if you want to get in and say something, you want to make a joke, you want to tell a story, that is what we would like from you guys. And Eric will be hanging out with you. If you got questions for Eric about the Augustines, the band, shows. Rock needs to take a piss, so we'll be back. We'll be back, and just give us 2 minutes. No, there's nothing bad. It's just us talking now.
Well, all right.
Yeah. Waiting for Rock. He's taking a piss. I have not the most professional radio show, but whatever. It works. We used to be a lot better with being in studio when the break ends so we can play the rejoiner music and actually come back and have it like a fluid listening thing for all the people listening. But Rock just likes to take dumps and stuff and breaks and take a while, I guess.
Or you just stopped caring.
I don't know if it's when we stopped caring. I'm always sitting in the chair. I'm just waiting for him.
Fair enough. So, who's Rooster Boy? Wait, I just saw a lot of activity in your chat room talking about that.
Did you think Rock sits down when he pees? I think Rock sits down when he pees. Yes.
They've sucked for 15 years. That's hysterical.
Yeah, we've sucked for 15 years. Yes, we have. We had some bad. We had a couple of good shows though. I think in there. Best way to not splash if Rock sits down to pee. There you go. They're wondering if you sit down to pee, Rock.
That's a gag.
Yeah. All right, we're coming back. What is this? Nice, Rock. I like it.
That's right. It's the end of an era.
Yeah. Kira Rock hanging out with you. Broadcasting live from New York. Eric from the Augustines is here. Hanging out, chilling.
Sick of it all. New York Hardcore.
What is this?
New York Hardcore? Sick
Yeah,
of
yeah.
it all. That's the name of the band.
New York Hardcore?
Yeah, it's like, it's like a bunch of guys from Brooklyn and Queens and all that. New York Hardcore. Playing like VFW halls and stuff like that.
Totally. I used to really be into hardcore, actually.
Really?
I used to have a blue mohawk.
Stop.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Oh, this is back in your formative years.
Yeah, and I was really into VOD.
VOD,
Yeah.
absolutely. Holy shit, Eric. This is interesting. Wow.
I've gone through a lot of different changes. It's funny because people ask like, so what music did influence you most in life? And I'm like, oh, that's such a boring question. I get it. I understand why you want to know the answer, but the truth is, it's like I've gone through so many phases that it's unanswerable at this point.
That's so interesting. I would have never guessed that you were
See, this is-
VOD would have ever came out of your mouth. That's so wild. Vision of Disorder. That's
Yeah, I saw him a
crazy.
couple times in concert.
Sure,
actually.
man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're fucking great.
Can you bring some of that up? Because I used to listen to when I first met Rocket. We used to drive in cars. You know, I carpool with him to places.
Now you drive in minivans
to get beers or whatever. And he would put on this music in his Ford Explorer. I think he was driving at the time.
Yes.
And it was the most terrifying shit. It really made me reevaluate my thoughts on him.
Element. This is the classic. This is the Element. This was
there
like
you
their
go.
big song.
I can't believe you listened to this.
This brings me back, man. Wait for it to kick in, Karen. Wait, Karen, give it a chance. Give it a second.
It hasn't kicked in?
Here we go. Ready?
Oh my god.
So the thing is, though, imagine
Here's the thing.
imagine being at a show with 100 people there or whatever, like
Sure.
a VFW hall.
Sure.
And the singer is not on the stage 90% of the time. He's in the audience
Yes.
singing. He's at the bottom of a fucking mosh pit of 30 people on top of him. The microphone's being handed around like it's a fucking scene. And that does not happen at boring hipster
But you
Brooklyn concerts.
you guys, in your own way, brought that. You kind of do that with as you were showing at I guess with the Bowery show.
Yeah.
With the the acoustic guitars outside and just everybody joining in. That in a way,
It's
in my
our
opinion,
version of it.
It's
Yeah.
your version of it. Absolutely, I totally get it. Totally see it.
And that's the thing with hardcore. Sure, there's I don't even know where hardcore is right now in as a movement or whatever. But at that time period, at least on Long Island and in I guess Brooklyn, New York, kind of not really, more Long Island. It was a scene, man, and it was it was a strong scene, a vibrant scene, and a lot of it was straight edge. People weren't drinking.
Yes, straight edge.
It wasn't, and it wasn't this was before internet existed, and it wasn't a cool hip thing to that you read about on some blog. It was a community based thing that evolved over for real, it was an actual community.
Absolutely.
And you listen to music and you might not like it, but if you were there in the scene, it was a totally different beast.
Yeah, my buddy of mine in college, he kind of got me into it, and that's the way it was. It was people.
That's how I got into it. My friend took me to a show, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I fucking get it.
Yeah,
This is.
absolutely.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Oh, it was crazy.
Were you nervous walking into the venue?
No, that's the thing is, it wasn't about hurting people.
Yeah,
It wasn't.
a
It
lot-
wasn't aggressive. It was
it-
aggressive, but it wasn't violent.
And you saw the same people after a while. You started to get to know people, and
Yeah.
the people working the shows and stuff like that. It literally, that's all it was. It was a big community.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I get it though, because the first time I ever heard the band Filter, I saw them live, and
Oh, shit, I thought
Richard Patrick has been on this show fucking 10 times.
Really?
But he was on stage, and I had really no idea. I knew it was when Hey Man Nice Shot was out, and he, at one moment in that song, just gets to his knees and he screams like this guy. But he's a great rock and roll lead singer. And it just and the goddamn the feeling that it was 30,000 people there. It was just anarchy. Everybody and it's just that raw emotion. I was just and ever since then they became one of my favorite bands. I was just that raw emotion. You just see it live. You see it live. Sure. I wouldn't have probably become a Filter fan. But that moment when I saw him live, it made me a fan. I was just that is fucking. First of all, it's power. That guy, him screaming like that, and everybody just he's channeling. He's giving 30,000 people a feeling of rage or something. It was great.
But he probably, or that band probably did that for 100 people in Des Moines, and they probably did that for 300 people in Chicago, and it just. It just grows. People see it. You go to see them, and there's 300 people at a show, and you're like, "Holy fuck! I can't believe what I just saw."
Yeah.
And then you go out and you tell all your friends about it, and it grows and it grows.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it. That's how it is. Because
That's how it is,
it's either real or it's not.
Yeah. Were you ever a fan of the industrial music growing up?
Not so much. I mean, some of my friends were they were into Ministry.
Yeah.
I really liked. I did like Ministry a little bit, but they were into Nine Inch Nails and Skinny
I like that.
Puppy
I
and-
like that. I have similar music tastes as Eric. I feel like
I know we're getting
it's-
onto something.
This is great. I feel like I'm actually.
I never
some sort
knew
of musical worth.
I've known this kid his entire life.
Yeah.
I never knew he was into hardcore. Never.
Yeah, totally.
I remember there was when
I mean, I wasn't.
Eric's my cousin actually. He's just a
He did. I remember growing up when we were kids, and I would go out to Stony Brook and hang out with Eric at one of their parties or whatever.
I always get nervous when he starts telling these stories.
No, but
Go on.
but I wouldn't see him for months, and I'd come and I go, see him, and he'd look totally different from the last time I saw him. He'd have a new, he was trying to find his look or something.
I'm still trying.
But I did, I guess that was the time when
That's creativity. I mean, just constantly exploring and trying.
Just trying stuff, trying to
I
find the
respect
pulse.
that.
Trying to
I
find the
respect
pulse.
that.
Yeah.
You ever talk to the band, any of the guys from Pooja?
Yeah,
That was your.
I mean,
was that the high school band you were
That
in?
was college.
College?
I think.
Yeah.
I haven't. I spoke to Josh most recently,
Yeah.
but it's actually been a while. We emailed a couple months ago, but I haven't actually hung out with him in a while, which is a shame.
How
I really
cool
love
is
him.
that? How cool is that? I got to. This is not blowing smoke up your ass, but I've seen you play in college bands in basements.
Yeah,
Like, I've
That's
come to
awesome.
watch you play gigs in basements.
Totally, man.
How cool is that?
Those are awesome shows.
Did we ever play at your parents' house? Or did
you might have.
Me and Jim, I'm sure did.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Thanksgivings. You would.
Yeah,
come
we,
over.
we so Thanksgiving at the Sanderson house was always basically an excuse to get really drunk and play music. So my brother, do you know my brother? Did you ever meet Jim?
He might have met Jim. He might have. I'm not positive.
Okay, well,
They were just been at the wedding.
Jim.
Jim's wedding.
So if you met Jim at the wedding, then you didn't actually meet him. But so we would he was a musician. He wrote songs and played guitar and stuff, and I would play with him. He was actually one of the first people to teach me how to play an instrument. He
Mhm.
taught me "Smoke on the Water,"
Yeah.
that riff, and so yeah, we would do Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, any of the major holidays. We'd get together with the McCanns,
Yeah.
have a big blowout, eat tons of food. Inevitably, the entire clan would get drunk, and then at some point the guitars would come out and we'd all just hang around and play songs and sing. And
God, how
and
many goddamn Pearl Jam songs did we sing?
I know. I still don't know how to play those songs, which is hysterical. I never learned how to play the riff to Alive.
I remember there was one.
You think I know? You think I would know how to do that?
There was one time that we had Thanksgiving, and you guys were in a house in Stony Brook, and it was one particular house where I don't know what it was, just the time or you were moving stuff around, but the garage was right next to the dining room, and we opened up the door, and it was almost like a full band.
Oh
setup.
yeah, I remember that.
And
my
everybody-
friend Guy Cosmo let put his drum set in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was it was, everybody's hammered. My sitter's on the fucking drums just banging
Yeah.
away.
Nice.
It was but it was a fun time.
I think we did a Nirvana cover that day.
Probably. Well, that was.
Is it underneath the bridge?
Those were the years where
the name of the song.
those are the years where like all the boys in the family, everybody was into Guns N' Roses. It was fucking Guns N' Roses.
No, that was later. That was Nirvana years for sure.
Yeah, was it not Nirvana years?
I think so. Well, we played a Nirvana song, so I'm assuming it was Nirvana years.
God, how many times? How many times did we just Irish people drunk belting out Pearl Jam songs?
God damn it!
Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving. It was.
I'm walking home. No, you're not. I'm driving home. No, you're not. Fuck it. I'm walking. No, you're not walking. Get in the car. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, leaving an Irish Thanksgiving very difficult.
Very difficult.
Because everybody wants to drive and everybody's hammered.
Everyone wants to drive and no one wants to drive. It's a mile walk.
Oh yeah, that's my mom. Yeah, my mom. she's a
We had a
good-
couple late night skinny dipping parties. We had we
Really?
had some real that.
We did. Yeah, we did.
This is not a conservative house that we grew up in.
no.
But yet we all turned out okay.
Totally. Look at us.
Yeah, we're all stable-minded
Well,
human
one out
beings.
of two ain't bad. Joking, of course.
Yeah, those were good times, man. Yeah.
So you lived out east as well.
Yeah, he's a Suffolk County boy. You always
Yeah.
make fun of Suffolk County. He's a
Well, I
Suffolk
don't know.
County
Yeah,
boy.
I'm from the North Shore, Stony Brook.
Okay, cool.
Are you the most famous person from your high school?
Don't think so. I seriously doubt it. I don't know. My friend Dimitri is I think he's an opera singer, which is pretty amazing.
No shit.
Yeah, and he's in plays and stuff like that. And
Do you
I
ever-
can guarantee you there's some people that are like actually super famous.
Mm-hmm.
Like actually
Well,
famous.
Warren Melville's a really big school, I think.
Yeah, and there's a lot of like math and science and all that stuff.
Do you ever run into anybody or hear from anybody on Facebook or something from high school and they're going, "Holy dude, you're in a band"? That's fucked up.
Yes and no. I mean, that happened more when Facebook first came out,
Mhm.
you know, and that's kind of chilled out now. So
The only time I ever hear from people from high school, I'm like, dude, what are you doing?
it's so funny though, because everyone assumes that you're like, because you do music, then it's inherently cooler. You know, they're like, oh my god, that's so amazing, you're living the dream, and it's like, yeah, I'm definitely like doing something that I love, and I'm happy about that. But you know,
It's
I always
hard.
talk about my wife. Diana's a teacher,
Mhm.
and no one's like, "Wow, that's so cool! You're a teacher." Like the truth is, like being a teacher is just as interesting and exciting as being a musician. It really is. You just society doesn't look at it that way.
Interesting. Yeah.
You think like you're up on the stage, like it's like this big thing, but like, you know, if you do research, like scientific research, and you actually figure out something that you've been working on for 2 years, that's pretty fucking exciting.
Yeah.
It's just people consider it boring, and
Yeah, well, certainly if when you're younger and if you're a musician and you're doing that for a living, that's totally going to trump everything else that everybody else does for a living.
Yeah.
But I think people relate to music because they listen to it on a daily basis. They listen to
That's
the car and stuff like that. So there's they're not constantly surrounded by teachers. You know,
Right.
music is part of everyone's daily life.
it's something
in a
that
way.
people use to get away from the mundanity.
Yes.
Is that a word? Mundanity?
Now it is.
Mundane.
We'll call up Webster. after the show.
Mundanity.
Mundanity?
I'll just make up a new word.
Mundanity sounds smarter. I don't know.
Mundanity in homes.
Mundumity.
The mundaneness of life.
Yeah, no, but
Mundanacity?
I
I like
actually
that one.
But
It's an album
but
title.
now as I got older and I know that Eric's a musician, I just look at his job. Like I don't look at it as like, oh wow, he's living the dream. I look at it as like that's his fucking job. You know, it's his job. I look at it differently. It's just, I don't know. It's just I think it's just a getting
it is
older
his
thing.
job.
Yeah, it's his job. So he
pays the
does.
bills.
It's both. It's cool because, you know, the goal is to do something that you love.
Well, it's a career.
You know,
It's a career.
Career. There you go. Yeah, I mean, the dream is for everyone, I think, is to be able to support themselves doing something they love.
Sure.
So
There was a funny moment. The last get together we had was recently over the summer, and we were at Eric's mother's house, and she had a bunch of her friends over from the community where she lives, and one of the ladies comes in, and Eric's in the kitchen, and she goes, "So do you work for the airline?" This is what she says to you. She goes, "Do you work for the airline?" And Eric's like, "No, I'm a musician. I'm a musician for a living. I play in a band and this and that." And she's like, "My husband works in an airline," and it's such a like. She was just setting it up to complain about her husband and working at the airline. It didn't matter the fact that Eric was just. She didn't want to engage Eric in the conversation about him being or what he actually did for a living. She just wanted to get her story out.
I'm impressed you remember that.
I do, because I in my head I was laughing my ass off.
There were some characters at that party. for
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a good time. Good time. 646-233-4045. Call in if you'd like to say, have a question for Eric. Want to say goodbye to us. Whatever you like to do, folks, give a call in. I'm surprised we haven't heard from Brian Monroe. He loves calling us. He stalks us.
And the show is busy.
What?
I'm trying to see if it's,
Hang up your
if
phones,
it's-
boys.
Oh, everybody stop calling in at once.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, here we go.
There you go. Answer.
Virgin Zach, welcome to the program.
Hi.
Welcome, sir. You're on with Eric from the Augustines. Got
Oh,
any?
yes.
Zach
I
is a
remember
virgin. by the
Last
way.
time I talked to him was right before I left for Japan for my birthday.
Badass.
Yeah, nice, man.
How was it?
Yeah, it was a really good birthday. I loved it. Want to go back to Japan.
Where did you go? Because I'm thinking about going to Japan this December.
I went to Osaka, Japan.
Ah,
It's in the more southern region of the country.
cool.
What is going on in the world of Virgin Zach? Are you, by any chance, gonna break the streak before we get off the air and end the show?
Well, I have been talking to a girl, and she's texting me right now, and she's listening to the show. So I'll ask her to tell me what I cannot tell.
Oh, so what is there to tell or not tell?
This could be news. Virgin Zach may no longer be a virgin.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, because he says it's like he's dating a girl, and apparently some shenanigans went on. Possibly some heavy petting.
Zach, I have a really, really interesting idea for you and for the show.
Oh.
If you could potentially call in on their last show and lose your virginity on the show.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would be pretty.
Look at
That
Eric
would be
right
classic.
there. That's being creative.
The sounds of a 22-year-old man blowing his first load.
Oh, Kieran will thoroughly enjoy that.
I can't wait. I'm gonna have that'll be my ringtone.
Well, she did give me the okay. I haven't lost the V card, but we have done it in other places.
Let me tell you right now, she thinks you're like the top banana right now.
You banged her in the ass.
Yep.
God damn it! I knew it. What? I can't even imagine.
Virgin Zach, 15 years this guy's been calling into this damn show. Been a virgin the whole time. Second to last show, he admits that he's had anal sex.
This is impossible. I can't even imagine.
Why would any girl allow you to go in the pooper first?
She's a freaky girl.
I guess so.
Yeah. Well, she is having sex with you, so.
So she's got to be a little freaky.
Thanks, jackass.
Well, congratulations, Virgin Zach. You're still a virgin, but you've tried the anal sex. Good for you.
Yeah.
Did you bareback it? I don't want to even know these questions.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know the answer.
Do you really want to know?
No, we don't.
Well, good for you, Zach. Good for you.
Yeah, she's a good egg. Hold on to that one.
Yeah, she's a good girl. She's listening to the show right now, so.
Well,
so how awkward do you feel right now then?
Yeah, I asked her to make sure it's okay, so
Oh,
not
that's
that
very
awkward.
respectful of you. Okay, cool.
Is she's a good looking chick, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good. You have to say that.
Where'd you meet her?
I was gonna say like
online.
You met her online.
Yeah.
She's a complete dog. I hate it, but yeah.
Good for you. Good for you, Zach.
She's a beautiful redhead. She's a beautiful redhead.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
Redheads.
By the way, it's Brian Monroe also on the on the
Jesus.
line.
Oh no. Oh
But
God.
Brian, you don't like
Here comes the
redheads?
Latino joke.
No, the Latinos are fine. What are you talking about?
No, redheads.
Jonas?
Redheads. What's wrong with redheads?
Just redheads usually they're kind of like, not necessarily not nice usually.
They're
Kind of
not
like a
nice.
short personality.
Joey
you know?
generic over here.
No, she's a. I think it's cute with her. She's a good girl. She goes to
Okay.
the library.
Well, we're happy for you there, Zach.
Did you just say she goes to the library?
She's in college right now.
Girl, go meet him at the library.
That's good. That's good, honestly.
She's a good church going broad. All right, that's cool, man. Good for you, Virgin Zach.
Zach, was she hammered when you guys had this little
No.
No, she was completely sober.
So she
Did you have to lube it up? Did you have to prep?
I'm not going to get into those details. We'll leave that for the imagination because I don't think Kieran wants to hear.
Actually, it's me that doesn't want to hear
I don't really
it.
get it.
We're well past my
Well,
comfort zone.
Eric,
Yeah.
but I mean,
We're five men on a radio show talking about one of the men's anal sex experiences.
yeah, a 21-year-old, by the way.
Ah, good for you. Is she old? She's younger. Good for you.
She's a year younger, technically.
Good for you. That's awesome. Keep them young. All right. Good for you. Good for you, Virgin
Yeah.
Zach.
Thank you.
All right. We'll say goodbye because that's all you have to offer.
No. I had a question for Eric, actually.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, an Eric question.
All right, go for it.
Eric, I know I asked this one last time ago, but you guys we're thinking about going to Japan to tour. I got some friends over there who really like the Augustines.
Yeah.
And they really want to hear you guys live. Is there any chance you're going to go over to Japan sometime in the next couple of years?
I will say yes, but I don't know when.
Okay.
Well,
they're like I said, they're huge. I mean, when I was over there for my vacation, I turned them on to it because we became friends, and they really liked the Augustines, and I was like, all right, cool. And I was hoping that if somehow the schedules line up, I'd fly out to go see you guys live with them.
Yeah, man.
It would be well worth the cost of the plane ticket, man. They are absolutely amazing live.
Oh yeah, I mean, I thought they were gonna they were doing a show, the Chicago show, which I couldn't go to because of money being tight for my birthday. But I was gonna go to that, and I'm glad I didn't because it would have been, no offense to Eric, probably the worst show with a bunch of drunk assholes and equipment malfunction.
Yeah, I'm glad. If you're gonna miss a show, that would be a good one to miss. It wasn't. I don't want to give the show this totally negative. It wasn't the worst show. We still played for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's just not it's not our usual 2.5.
Yeah, I mean, I used to work for a radio station, and there was a time where we weren't doing a music show, but we were doing a live DJ gig, and we had equipment failure after equipment failure,
Yeah,
which
it's hard.
was just the worst.
Sometimes you just grin and bear it. Most of the time you just kind of have to power through it. But
Yeah.
Every once in a while, the stars align, and it just doesn't happen.
Absolutely.
Hey, but we will definitely be trying to get over to Japan. The truth is, it costs a fucking fortune to get out there.
Oh God.
So
yeah.
like the stars have to align in the other way for those
Yeah.
kinds of things to become possible. But it would definitely be a dream. Our drummer Rob has been to Japan, I think Osaka, and he holds it in his heart as one of the most beautiful and special places on the planet. So it is his personal dream to bring the band to Japan, and I believe he will accomplish that dream at some point.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I mean, when I was there, it was not just gorgeous, people were nice, and it was really just a fun place to go to.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Cool, man. Thank you, Virgin Zach. You are a great. I love when you call in. I used to always make fun of you, but you're a great dude. Thank you for checking out the shows. Go ahead.
I got one more question. Rocket already answered this via Skype, but I bet people are asking, are the Cafe Press and the podcast going to be up for a while after the show's over?
Absolutely. Yeah. Everything will be available for as long as we want it to be available.
Now it's limited edition material.
Yeah.
And Rock told me earlier during the break that he's going to be spending the next couple weeks slaving over a best of Lunatic Radio show.
Yeah, that'll come out in a couple of years.
It'll just be Roxanne Shante tracks over and over again.
Somehow Kieran's not going to make it on that edit.
Yeah, well, I'll be host of the show for 15 years, but I won't make the best of. Yeah. All right, Virgin Zach, thank you.
Thank you, man.
Yep.
Take
I'll
care,
make
man.
sure to call in next week
Definitely,
for the
man.
final
Absolutely.
goodbye.
We'll see you in Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
Later.
Brian Monroe still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Hi, Brian.
What's going on, Brian?
Short-time listener, long-time caller.
That's true. That's a good point. Nice. Look at you. Look at the funny.
This guy's doing jokes already.
Look at that. That was impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of like having fun with that. Hey, I just wanted to say thanks for doing the show, guys, and looking forward to next week. Of course, when Kunal's going to be on, he's going to be fun to have on next week, of course. But this is a lot of fun, and I'm just glad to hear you guys got a chance to do the show for so long, and I know it's such a commitment to do that for the amount of time you got to do the show. So
where are you going to put all your Latino hotties of the week now? You're going to have to find some other show that's going to allow that
that's
to happen.
true. I may have to bring that segment to another show.
somehow work that in.
That's all right. All of our ideas are available to anybody else to take now.
Oh, now it's open. Now it's like what is it, like public domain?
Yeah. They can all just take them. Why not? Let them live on to other radio shows. That's a good idea. Yeah, I'm gonna miss your calls there, Brian.
No, it's fun. I got to tell you. And Roxy, you had fun this last weekend. It seemed like.
Yeah, I had fun over the weekend.
Is it okay if I ask about that, or
yeah, you can ask.
Why? What happened over the weekend?
Nothing. We girlfriend and I we went out to the vineyards on Long Island.
Do you do this wine tasting stuff? Does Diana take you out wine tasting?
Yeah, we don't get to go that often.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Once every couple of years. But,
okay. Yeah.
It's
we try to go once a year, twice a year. Yeah, we went out with the Zarians.
Like a meeting of the internet minds.
Well,
the internet radio minds.
I guess.
What vineyard did you go to?
We went to Sparkling Point.
Don't know that one.
And what was the other one we went to?
No, sorry,
I forgot what show the other one's called.
Sparkling Point.
Yeah, it was nice. They do sparkling.
I was gonna ask, do they do
Yeah.
sparkling wine?
Yeah, it's not just a clever name. But it was a nice time. It was a good time.
It's beautiful out there.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's totally beautiful. It's worth the trip.
When you go to the wine tasting place.
I stopped at Greenport Brewery.
See,
so I had a little beer as well.
mix us some beer. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
What else do you want to know about the trip?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you had a good time. That's
we
all.
had
Yeah,
a
so
wonderful time. We talked about you the entire time, Brian.
I figured you would. I'm sure my name probably came up once or twice.
Absolutely, the entire trip. It was Brian Monroe. From the moment we sat in our seats in the car.
God damn that Brian! He's such a funny guy.
Because Andrew and Jess are great and everything, and so
very relaxing. Calm before the storms, if you will, with the show ending and moving and all that.
Did you
so
tell
it was a nice,
Andrew-
relaxing Saturday?
Andrew Zarin used to be our boss. Did you tell him that we're ending the show?
Oh
Yeah, I did.
No, I told him he wanted to call in to come down tonight.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna call in next week.
All right.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
mean,
gonna
but
come down.
I was also shocked to see how tall you were. I mean, seriously, and it's like from
Tall?
the pictures.
Wait, who,
you just
me?
said
Yes, I
you're
think
usually sitting down usually on the show here, but then it's
Oh.
the pictures, it's like
I'm
you're
6'2".
wow.
Old dick.
Dude, that's my bike checking in. That's an old name too from the past.
What?
Drink the spit cup. Here's to Brian. I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking my spit cup for one.
No,
final.
don't. No, we're not gonna do any.
I drank your spit cup once.
Yeah, it's. I've had like beautiful women drink my spit cup. It's very awkward.
It's disgusting.
It is.
I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
When?
Oh, it's happened.
Oh my god. Sober?
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Inevitably, like I'll go out and get
a
coffee.
fetish.
This is my thing. Like I'll go out and get coffee with a chick or something in the morning, and you buy like Starbucks. Both cups
Right.
are the same, right?
Sure.
So I get done with my. Usually, this is my routine. After like my first cup of coffee in the day, I throw a nice little lipper in afterwards because it, the highs and lows. Like the dip brings me down, coffee
Kieran's-
brings me up.
It's Kieran's life in a nutshell.
And inevitably, you're like
Very
driving.
high, there's 2 lows.
You're driving in the car with her, and you've been dipping for about a half hour, and she's like, "Oh, let me just," she reaches down in the console to grab her drink.
Sure.
So she thinks, and she'll take a swig of my spit, and I go,
Oh.
You lose.
"Word up, motherfucker."
Have you ever drank your own spit?
Oh, absolutely. I've drinking my own cum.
Wow.
That's your cousin right there. That's weird.
I gotta bring in the jokes every once in a while.
It's not jokes. That's reality.
You know what it tastes like? Mayonnaise.
Oh, like that person at McDonald's. You hear about that
The
story?
special sauce? What?
The secret sauce. The person currently said they got secret sauce on their hamburger or something like that.
Oh, really? I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, no, it was like I think it was last week. I think or something like that. I was watching, checking the internet out, and there was on Facebook, and somebody actually showed a picture where they're like, they claimed it. They got like it was like quote unquote secret sauce or like something like that on there, and it was like really really nasty.
Ugh. That is terrible, man.
It's like, and then people got these swastikas or something like that. They're putting in McDonald's like burgers sometimes. You see things come up all the time. It's just crazy, anyways.
Yeah. No.
Some people that work at McDonald's, I got to tell you, it's like you're like, I guess I'm glad they're working, but still, it's like you kind of got to wonder,
Yeah. You got to spice up the mundane shift work, I guess.
Well, if you're gonna eat this stuff, I don't know about that, anyways, but sure,
Yeah. All right, Brian. Thank you very much for the phone call, my friend.
Anyways, yeah, thanks. Talk to you guys later.
All right, there he goes. Brian
Bye.
Romero, the guy who holds the world record for talking fast. Honestly, that guy, I can't even understand him. He's got to slow down half the time. I can't hear what he's saying because he's talking so
I have
fast.
one more week to tell him that, Kieran. So
His name's Kieran.
Yeah.
Not Brian.
Yeah.
sometimes I wonder.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
My, by the way, my West Virginia Mountaineers. Have
no
you ever,
one cares.
Have you ever
Come
played?
on. Let's end this show good.
Have you ever played Morgantown, West Virginia?
No.
You should go and
no,
play.
because-
Can you bring up that video?
What video?
The video on my Facebook of my West Virginia Mountaineers. I'm a big football fan, as everybody knows. I've talked about it for years. Big fan of the West
Went there
Virginia
for half a
Mountaineers.
year, and he thinks he's.
They played the number 4th rank. I know Eric doesn't care a lick about football, but they played the number 4 ranked Baylor Bears and beat them this weekend. And my university went on to celebrate by all the student body.
Oh, this is what you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, the student body got together
And destroyed the town.
Don't play yet. Don't play yet. They got together and they decided to start burning down houses and couches and ripping down fences. So the Morgantown PD police department had to resort to shooting people with rubber bullets and tear gas because kids just wanted to celebrate a football victory. And Rocket actually has video from Morgantown over the weekend. And this is what it sounded like after the Mountaineers beat the Baylor Bears in a football game.
Yeah, that's true, guys. What? That is.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is tear gas, and those are rubber bullets. Yo, I don't know. Shoot. Let's go! Guys, we live in that building! Tear gas, run back inside. Kyler!
Oh,
Kyler! Did he get back inside? I don't know.
Isn't that insane? That is Morgantown, West Virginia. That's after a football game. It sounded like Beirut.
Good job, Kieran. You guys won a game.
Eric, I'm thinking, get Billy, get Rob on the horn, go play Morgantown, West Virginia.
Yeah,
Seems
bring your
like-
acoustic guitars and hope for the
Seems
best.
like the place to be. Yeah, that was good. That was quick. That was good.
Yeah, you should get out on the street with your acoustic guitars.
Yeah, I think they'll dig it
The
on a
tear
Friday
gas-
night.
They'll dig it.
Yeah.
The tear gas and rubber bullets flying
You
everywhere.
guys will go over to Eric. What was the idea here?
Yeah,
what was
my-
the plan?
Remember my cousin who did that podcast? Yeah, he's like, he just suggested to come play here.
Oh my God! For a win over Baylor.
I know.
Stop it.
This is a football game.
Are they Baylor even ranked?
Yeah, but they're ranked number 4.
Stop. Really?
4th in the country,
Oh
yeah.
shit! All right.
I knew we were going to beat them too, but that is insane. Did you hear the audio? I mean, if you hear the audio, it's crazy.
This is why European people look at us and
Yeah.
with like questions on their face.
Oh,
It's like, how does that even happen?
Yeah. Do you look at the younger generation, because Ronk and I do, and you think, I don't understand them as you get older?
No, I don't actually.
Do you see a lot of positivity in the younger generation?
Certainly with certain people of that generation.
You don't think they're going like?
I mean, the thing is, like, it's a generation's a lot of people. So
Yeah.
like, there's really inspiring, incredible people in society that are 12 years old and 19 years old, and then there's other fuckheads, you know. And
I feel like,
but it's not the kid's fault; it's the parents' fault.
Yeah.
It's actually all the people who are in charge of media who are just making money off these kids who are manipulating the fuck out of them, and they, you know, they're not giving them a chance to really like have access to like rich cultural stimulation.
We always argue that there's just too much instant gratification out there.
Way too much. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's what's leading, me to not. I can't relate to the younger generation. I swear to God. I mean, I used to work with a bunch of young kids, and I'm just like, how do you guys even communicate together? Like, they can't communicate.
Yeah.
Like writing, like tweeting is like hard for some of these people. It's like they don't, I'm just like, oh boy, I feel like our future's doomed.
I hear you.
We're
It's
heading-
weird. I mean, but all of us grew up before internet existed, and that's like
I
we're
know.
totally gonna be those old people who are like, oh, remember when we had phones?
Yeah.
Remember when there was no computer?
Yeah.
Like it's weird. Like I was thinking about it. Your show was probably one of the first internet radio stations.
It
It was before it was podcasting.
Yeah, like I mean, it must have been.
We were around before MP3s.
Yeah, totally. You were around long before YouTube, before.
Your father was the first person who taught me how to get the show online.
Wow.
Your dad, yeah.
Yeah, and what service did you use at that point? What was it
Real
called?
Real Media?
Oh yeah,
Real Media. It was a
remember that, yeah.
.rm file. Yeah. Here we go. Call, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from? All right. Caller, going once, going twice, going 3 times.
Hello.
The lady. Hello, caller.
It'd be awesome if it's a pocket call.
Sounds like he's at a club.
That's
Is he
a
driving
club.
driving
That's
a
shitty
car?
club.
Very,
It's a library.
I hear something faintly in the back. Maybe he's driving a car.
Noel Ya.
Noel, you're there. All right, going once, going twice.
Gone.
All right,
Bye,
there you go.
Noel.
That was your shot. Your big moment, Noel. Or is it Noel?
I'm thinking Noel.
No? There's Noel
try it
again. We'll
again.
give him a try one more time. Noel, what's going on? Noel.
Kieran, do you have the volume up?
I do. I have it all the way.
We're
up.
good. We hear him.
Noel, you're all right. There you go. He's probably talking his
Hello.
Hey,
Oh,
there,
there you
you
go.
are.
So, what's this about a final show?
So hello.
Good grief.
How are you?
yeah, no, we're ending the show next week.
Are you a listener?
It's your first black listener, Rock.
He's been calling in for 10 years. Good
Thank
job, Rob.
goodness.
Yeah,
You've been waiting.
we never answered calls from your neck of the woods.
Now wait a minute. With all due respect, Ray was our first. Now I'm assuming this is not Ray.
No, it's your second one then, Marquise.
Marquise. Okay, there you go.
yeah.
All right, Marquise. Yes.
Dude, what the fuck, man? Now you're gonna make me want to quit. I'm like, it's been my thing where it's like, okay, if Lunatic Radio ever quits, then I'm quitting the next day. So now you guys got me out the game before I even started, man.
Yeah.
The fuck? What am I gonna do? Flip burgers? I ain't training for nothing else.
I don't know, man. How about going on a street corner and just bust some rhymes?
Bust some rocks at this point, man.
Slam poetry.
Yeah, slam poetry.
Good. Well, I mean, surely there's like a deal. Maybe you guys like are keeping something under the blanket, like you're going to Sirius FM. Come on, I'm trying to be optimistic.
This is
here. What's up?
No, but
Kieran sucks with teaser, so he would have said it long ago if something legit would have happened.
I would have said it. No, we're Rock and I are just gonna live our lives like a bunch of schnooks.
Oh my
that's
god,
that's from
really?
Goodfellas, right?
Okay.
I gotta live the rest of my life like a schnook.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah,
dude.
Eric's gonna go on to become the next U2, and he's gonna live his life like Bono. And
Oh yeah.
and
Get into a glasses collection.
yeah, he has glaucoma. Did you hear that? I didn't
Does
know
he
that.
really?
He has glaucoma. That's why he wears sunglasses, Bono.
Ah man, my mom has glaucoma.
Pretty. Caller, you're on another caller.
Let's see.
All right, hold on, Marquise. Another caller's calling in. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what up? This is Russ from Everett, Washington.
Oh, Everett, Washington, the home of the
Everetts.
Not the Everetts, the bikini baristas.
Oh, is that really?
Yeah, apparently they're all hookers too.
Oh, yeah. We got plenty of bikini baristas around here.
Yeah, they're all, they're all prostitutes.
Grind your coffee and polish your beans while they're at it.
I like it. All right.
What's going on there, Russ? How are you?
Not much. Good. Just wanted you guys are ending your show, so, thanks for the years of entertainment.
You're welcome, my friend. I appreciate the phone call.
You owe us $25.
Everybody
No,
owes us
joking.
$25.
I'm
yes.
joking.
No.
Joking.
I'll pay you the second Tuesday of next week.
That's right.
Anything you remember about the show, or you just enjoyed it
Just
in
say
general?
no. Just say no. You forget it. No.
Oh, there's plenty.
Yeah, because I don't remember
Oh, yeah.
shit. I don't remember anything. of
You're
it.
probably drunk all the time.
Yeah, I had a period of years where I
It
was
is
drinking
so
a lot.
weird hearing people say like, the show's ending. Like,
Yeah.
that's so weird.
It is bizarre. It is
I know,
bizarre.
it's not.
I mean, Eric's sitting next to me. He's like, I wish this thing would have ended an hour ago.
I think we need to. Yeah.
I was like, dude, you didn't tell me it was a 3-hour show. That's fucked up. No, I'm kidding.
We should do like Kiss. We'll just let other people do it, so it'll be Marquise and
Oh yeah,
like
we'll
some
like
other-
franchise the show
We'll
out.
franchise it out.
There we go. That's how we'll dominate the podcasting game.
Dude, you guys gave me my fucking start, man.
Get out of here, Marquise. Really?
Yeah, for real. You don't remember?
I do remember.
No,
It's like August
Marquise, tell me the
2010,
story.
man.
I'm intrigued. Tell me the
Eric wants
story.
to know the
I want to
story.
know.
Well, it was August 2010. I started off like 2005, but I was listening, trying to build my skills, hone my personality somewhat, so to speak. 2010, I was like, okay, well, let me give this shit a shot. Let's go. And
Right on.
you guys rolled out the red carpet. You plugged my shit. You even did a couple of drops of my show, man, for audio, for commercials.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah,
I did
dude.
do that. Yeah. Oh, dude, I remember. Didn't you move from like the West Coast to New York, didn't you?
The penny just
Well,
dropped.
what happened was basically like I got a bunch of money. I lost my mind for a while. Got on a bunch of shit. Fucked a bunch of hookers.
Yeah, doesn't that happen? Fucking A.
Yeah, it's like it was crazy. I'm surprised I didn't catch anything, but Bunny Ranch has like $20,000 of my money right now. So
Oh boy, the Bunny Ranch, really?
yeah,
Fucking
yeah. I spent almost a month in that motherfucker, man. Sun up to sundown. It was fucking nuts, dude.
Oh man, yeah, but after it was all done, you were just like, oh, what the fuck did I do that for? You know?
Yeah, after it was all done, I was like about 40, like 20, went from 20 to like $30,000 lighter.
Jesus.
It was like, yeah, it was pretty fucking bad. You know those bitches actually, I'll cost you $10,000 to fuck them in the ass. So that's a third of all the money right there.
I spent 30
Weren't
G's
complaining
fucking
at the
chicks in the
time.
ass. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
By the way, Eric, this is nothing like the BBC.
I'm getting that impression right now. So you're saying you did this, you lost your mind, and that by the tone in your voice, I'm implying that is in the past now, and now you've gone off to do something else. So where you at now?
Oh, yeah. Well, for one thing, I was going off to do radio, and I was like, hey, maybe Rock and Kieran and I see each other like in the industry and shit. Maybe they'll be on Sirius and I'll be on some little podunk FM radio station. But now, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I was
Like,
longing for those days where you could be our resident black guy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude was like, see, now I gotta, now you didn't like got me into an existential crisis and shit. Now I gotta lay in bed all night wondering, should I quit? Should I hang it up?
No, you
Fuck.
do not.
Keep
You know what you do?
going.
You know what you do? You go on, you work hard.
That's
you work
right.
harder and harder and harder. Work harder and harder than Rocket and I. Rocket and I haven't worked that hard. But
Who the fuck worked harder than you guys?
Oh.
Dude, you guys outlasted everybody. Like wasn't that shit? The Beat Chemist guys, you outlasted TPX, outlasted fucking what's that other shit? The guy that Heat Fan dated. Well, excuse me, the girl that Heat Fan dated. Right? Sorry, Heat Fan.
Saying shit.
that's his wife now.
Oh wow! See, you guys made relationships happy. There's babies that are living because of you guys.
That's
and shit.
right.
You guys
There's
just gonna,
babies
like wrap
'cause of
that up.
us.
I know.
They were telling me earlier there's been 3 marriages because of this show.
Yeah.
Three marriages, yeah.
It's really impressive.
Yeah,
You guys have lineage, man.
yeah.
It's like shit.
It's like
and it's over.
It's like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's over, man. Trust me, I drive in the car all the time. For the last week, I've been driving in the car
Drive your
going, do I really need to quit? I don't know. I can.
Damn.
Yeah,
You could be
So
like
basically,
Jay-Z.
you guys are like Star Trek, the original series, and I'm at this point like either Voyager or Enterprise. Or some shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Not even gonna last 3-4 seasons. and shit. It's like what?
he didn't make it through sweeps week.
Oh, fucking great.
We're gonna have
Yeah,
someone else
Mad
to
Beat
this.
Chemist. Yeah, what's up, man? Yeah, they outlasted Mad Beat Chemist.
Yeah.
all those guys, man. Like Heidi,
Yeah,
Heidi and shit. Man,
we outlasted everybody. Hold on, Darth, you're on the air. What's going on, Darth from Tennessee?
Hey man, don't take it the wrong way. You know, I usually call in and be all encouraging and shit, but when you have to walk away from something after 15 years, as much as what he's saying is true, but you have to think about it. All that did happen, and at least you have that to look back on and say, hey, I spent 15 years of my free time and changed the lives of all these people. The fuck did you do?
That is a great sentiment, dude. Thank you for saying that. And fucking A, man. Fucking A.
Yep.
Yeah.
That guy, he's speaking knowledge there.
Yeah, he really is. I look back on the show, and I trust me, I'll be in Arizona going, what the fuck am I doing in Arizona? But
yeah, we're gonna be wondering that too. But go on.
yeah, but yeah, no, I think we did something. You know what? It was just we just kept on doing it. That's what we did. We just kept on doing it. So, and it turned out you guys are the people that made it into something. Rock and I really didn't have much to do with it, other than turning on the microphones and laughing at ourselves. Really.
Well, you came up with the shit car. I mean, come on, give yourself some credit.
I did kill it with that segment.
Yeah, and you guys get to end it your own way.
That was good.
There you go. Everything every radio host probably ever dreamed of doing. You could say whatever the fuck you wanted to say, whenever you wanted to say it. Nobody, except Andrew, tried to censor you. And it was good. You had 15 years of independent artist fucking shit, man. Nobody ever gets that.
Yeah.
And you invested money and time, and, you know, look back on that. Just remember, you did all that for everybody else. Even though you did it for yourself in the beginning, it ended up being for everybody else. Even though you only have 600 people following you on Twitter, how many people did that affect? Like, how many people heard of, you know, fucking Psycho Stick because of you guys?
Mhm.
And then Psycho Stick introduced Power Glove, you know, just all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, and it's humbling what you're saying. It's pretty cool. Like I said before, Rock and I had our own goals and dreams with doing the show, but I think what just happened with the show, it just evolving. It surpassed our goals and dreams, really. You know, I would have loved to have made money doing this show, and I did for a period of time make money doing the show, and it's gone now. That's fine, but now we like you said, Darth, we affected people's lives, and as a human being, that's all you really want to do. You want to put making somebody laugh on like a street corner is just as good as anything else, any other feeling in this world. I love that, and I'm gonna miss that. That's the one thing I will definitely miss about doing the radio show here.
Well, technically, man, if you think about it, in a small way, you're kind of immortal now, both of you. You have 15 years of data logged onto servers after server after server after server.
I'm fucking immortal.
People with it on their, yeah.
It's like
It's on
Transcend.
their
that
hard
fucking,
drives. It's on
Dude,
their
I'm
iPods.
tearing up over here. Come on.
Picking up at a pawn shop, and all of a sudden they hear your voice over it. Something like that. You're technically kind of immortal.
I am just. This is what I hope when Rock and I retire from the radio show. I hope 10 years down the line, there's like some sort of VH1 behind the radio, and our name is mentioned somewhere. Just in there, somebody we're mentioned like an old school punk rock band from the 70s that no one really knew about, but we influenced people. Like what I'm saying is that you folks, Darth, Noel, everybody on the line, you can go out and do what Rock and I have done. You can go out and just continue to do radio shows and build the voice, find your voice, and you can get people listening to you, and you can affect people just like Rock and I did. You know.
Except that there's one difference. It takes a very unique type of individual to sit down in front of a microphone, even with
real
somebody
dope.
else.
It takes
and
a
talk
real
to people that
dullard.
aren't there. So, I mean, you've got to remember that.
You gotta have you gotta be a little insane to do something like this, I guess. I don't know.
Well, aptly named radio show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Man.
I'm going back to work. It's been real. It's been an awesome 15 years. It's been 10 years for me. Ronnie Beans, Jenny Blowjob, yeah, Monkey Boy reference, fucking bar nights, shit. It's too much to even try to remember. Going back, Filter, just everything.
Yeah.
So
fucking Filter, man. What a great band. Love Filter. By the way, Augustine's is
yeah, all these
two of
yeah,
my
that guy's
favorite
from
bands.
Augustine's. And I'm sorry, dude. No,
man, it's
offense
cool.
to you or
This
nothing,
show's
man.
not
I just
about
don't know
me.
who you are.
No, man, it's totally cool. This one's not about me. This one's about the boys.
Yeah.
They've invested 15 years of their life. They made a lot of connections. Their show's fucking out of its mind, and that's cool. But like, there's so many people out there that are. I'm looking at their message board right now. It's just like comment after comment, and people are calling in, and it's really special, man. I remember like talking to Kieran 15 years ago about his show and what he was doing, and he's been at it, and he's made a community of people. It's really special. So, I mean, you obviously get it, my friend.
I am reading some of the comments. And
Hashtag Fat Kevfish.
Carrie Cape.
Oh yeah, Fat Kev. Oh fuck, Fat Kev.
Carrie Cape Cod sent a roll of toilet paper to SiriusXM with the words on it, "We nominate Lunatic Radio to get a job here," or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably during our Project Lunatic Radio days.
That's brilliant.
Well, if everybody on Twitter just started bothering the hell out of SiriusXM, you might actually get a job.
Yeah, hell yeah. Correct. Imagine that. That'd be. Then I'd have Eric on SiriusXM in a
That'd be
in a week or two.
hysterical if your final show had so many ratings that.
It's like all of a sudden, it's like people are calling us. Hey, this is Joey Important Guy from SiriusXM.
I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah, long time listener.
I'll be with you through thick and thin. Yeah.
Well, Darth, thank you so much, man. And it's crazy. It's crazy. We got one more show, so we're gonna rock it out. But,
Marquise,
thank
do
you.
not quit doing
Rock
what
out
you're
with your
doing.
cock out, man.
Man, I'm.
Marquise,
Oh,
do
yeah.
not quit, dude. Keep on doing it. You got a great voice. Yeah, great diction.
I need
Just-
somebody. I need a show to call into. So
We need a new Fuckmaster Flex, so why not?
Man, yeah. Well, I'll be here for the last show, man. It's gonna be a bittersweet thing, but you know, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, it is what it is. And we're gonna go out and we're gonna do a great show next week, and it'll be teary eyed, I'm sure. But fucking A, man, it will be an end of an era, and I hope people just hear the show and go, you know what, I can do this. I'm gonna make a voice for myself. I actually I read an article about Billy gave just a couple weeks ago, and it said he was saying something about it, that that everybody out there, everybody in this world, everybody has a voice, everybody has an opinion.
Mhm.
You gotta have the balls to just fucking say it and do it and show people it, and you can do that. Anybody can do it. Anybody can get fucking microphones and a mixing board or a laptop, and they can go out there and they can do their own podcast and they can affect people. So just go do that. If that's that's something cool. And Rock and I did it for a pretty long time, and now it's time for us to go into retirement and everybody else take over the reign. It's not like we were never the best radio show. We just been around for a long time. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna say one more thing before I step off the stage and let you guys do your thing. But Rock,
Yes, sir.
I remember having a conversation like right before you jumped over to GFQ. I remember the day before having a conversation with you on your forum, in your private message about that jump. And it's in there if you look under. I mean, I'll give you a private message, but it pretty much discussed like this was going on right now, this whole little event here. Like I'll send you a private message on your forum and stuff, but it's well, not to blame anybody, but yeah.
Oh, are you saying that us going to GFQ ruined the show? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, is that what you're saying? I couldn't get
Yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna.
Nah, dude, there's no one did anything.
No, nothing. No, this is.
I am moving. Kieran's
Yeah.
moving. This has nothing to do with anything.
No, it really doesn't. We had many years at GFQ, and we had way more good.
I just saw
times.
Andrew this weekend. We were out at a vineyard. Him and
Andrew's
his
a
wife.
great dude. Andrew's a
Yeah.
tremendous dude.
He's a great dude, and it's a good show and stuff. And I had like plenty of conversations with him, but it was kind of like, oh, how's this gonna work? Because that was the whole thing I pondered in my head like a week before the jump actually happened. I mean, it shows what kind of life I have. I was pondering that for a week, but yeah, it was like, how's this
one
gonna
thing
work?
has nothing to do with the other. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Alrighty, so
All right,
I'll be
Marquise.
here next week.
Yeah, we'll be one more show, sir.
Alrighty, well, salute, take care.
Later.
Somebody in the chat room, your voice is like porn. Thank you. That's a great
We
compliment.
got one dude left. Who is this? What is this?
Who's on the line there? 425. What's going on?
Russ is still here.
Oh, Russ. Hey,
Russ,
hey.
sorry.
Yeah.
It's hanging tough.
Yeah.
Hanging tough, Russ. There's your name.
So yeah, well, at least you guys get to go out the way you want to go out and everything.
Yeah.
If you're on regular radio, you'd go to work and your key card wouldn't work. So.
Wow. Yeah, there's perspective.
Yeah.
That would suck.
So you took that that way.
Yeah.
But
I
you
gotta-
guys did.
I
so
gotta
many great
say
shows.
this.
Kept me entertained at work.
I hear Washington State has some of the greatest radio in the country as far as talk radio. Washington State kills it.
There you go.
There's a lot of
Kieran,
good
you could
morning
do some
shows out
radio out there.
To me, it used to.
Well, no, I hear great things about it. That's all. I don't know personally, but I hear great things about the state of Washington. And plus, you guys got legal marijuana. Fucking hey, that's awesome.
Yeah, but it's better just to go from your regular dealer that you used to. The state stuff is, far too expensive.
Yeah, but I hear it's good.
If you got your medical card, though, it's cheaper than the legal weed.
Interesting.
Russ, how long have you been listening to the
Frickin'
show?
Texas.
Russ has been around for
I think I found you guys like beginning of 2009.
Jeez.
And then went back and listened to, everything online, which 2005. And
Hold
then-
on, another caller coming in, Russ. Call, you're on the air. What's your name? Where you from?
Gentlemen, Ben calling from New York. You know me.
Ben
Old friend.
Sparks, my friend.
Ben!
I was going to contact you this week.
Holy shit.
Well, I gotta tell you. So I was out at dinner. I come home and I got Monday Night Football. I put Monday Night Football on mute, and I bring you guys up on the radio, on the computer, and then you guys are talking about the show was ending, and I haven't seen either of you guys in a while, so I'm wondering what the hell was going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going out like Opie and Anthony. We're not getting fired. We're gonna fade into existence. Rocket's moving. I'm moving. So that's
Where are you guys moving to?
Rock's moving to the Hamptons. He bought a mansion.
Oh, the Hamptons. Look at you.
I'm
you
moving
moving next to Howard Rock?
Yeah, no, I'm moving up to Westchester.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's nice.
I'm
And where are
going.
you going, Jim?
I'm going out to AZ.
Are you going out to Arizona, play
Yeah.
a lot of golf?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
Play a lot
You
of
guys having a
golf.
farewell party.
Yeah, no, and that's it. That's it, man.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. I had no idea because, like I said, I haven't talked to you guys in a while. So it's I was kind of I thought you guys were playing a little bit of a joke, and then I was listening to the last caller for a few minutes. So I had no idea. But wow, the end of an era.
You were gonna find out anyway, Ben, because I was gonna call you this week and invite you down for next week to come because everybody's coming.
I'm there.
All right, so come on
you
down.
Want me there? I'm there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm there.
Because you've
I'm
been a
there.
big part of the
you
show.
guys just gotta pick me up at the train or something. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
I don't drive, so
yeah.
But I would love to be there. I think it'll be. I'm kind of sad. it's really the end of an era.
Yeah.
It sucks. Believe me, it sucks. But
We'll have fun.
Well,
Who
life
knows?
goes on.
Who knows? Maybe next week Anthony will call us up and invite us over to the compound.
right, right.
Yeah.
I got a slot for you guys, and here's a fat paycheck. All right, so things are different.
Back doing the show.
His show's actually pretty good. I mean, I haven't. His people have sent me some of the links, and Anthony's a tremendous talent, as we all know, and
Yeah.
and he's not going to have any problem. And the whole way that Sirius XM treated him, I mean, they're just idiots over there. I mean, there's more. They fired Tim Sabian too, another genius move. So I don't know who the hell is running Sirius XM these days, but it's a fucking train wreck. Then they hired this like priest guy, and there's more ads on TV for this guy. I just don't know. I don't know, but the whole business is kind of crazy these days.
Well,
But,
that's what Rock and I are doing. We're gonna let everybody else figure it out,
Right.
and we're just gonna go play golf, and Rock's gonna go drink wine in Westchester.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
So is your lady friend Kieran moving with you to AZ as well?
No, I still hang out with her, but we're no longer dating anymore.
Oh,
But-
see, this is how long it's been. I haven't seen you in months. And
Yeah.
Kieran and I hang out socially quite a bit. So I haven't even seen you. I can't even remember the last time I saw
Yeah, it was a
you.
it was a long time ago. But
Yeah.
Ben, you were so much fun. You were so much
Oh,
fun.
I try.
Yeah, yeah.
I try.
Yeah.
I'm not bad for an old man these days.
By the way, is psych-
everything's.
is-
I wanted to ask you guys, and I don't know because, like I said, I was out with some buddies earlier and having dinner that I don't get to see that often. Did you guys discuss the whole Monica Lewinsky press conference type thing today?
What the fuck is that about? No, I didn't even hear about that. What is that?
Monica Lewinsky spoke at a conference in Philly today, and she is going after people that bully people online, with posting, and it's funny. There's this there's this fake account, there's this fake Twitter accounts and Reddit accounts under my name, and there's this guy that's just torturing Opie, telling him what a shithead he is, which is true. But so I kind of related to it because I actually last night I'm getting I'm getting emails from people like, what the hell is going on with you? And I'm like, I have no idea who these accounts are. So I go and look them up online. They're hysterical. So there's some guy all over the internet saying he's me and just bashing the shit out of Opie, which I could care less about. He deserves it because he's a jerk. But it's so I kind of related to Monica talking about how she, her life is all fucked up, and she's now 42. She actually looks pretty good. But it's interesting because she does this right as the time is coming where Hillary's going to decide if she's going to run. For office, but I was wondering if you guys had seen any of that. And I couldn't believe how good she looked. She lost a lot of weight.
She's a go-getter, that Monica Lewinsky.
yeah.
Can you imagine?
but
She's
yeah.
the only person on this planet that says she blew the president in the Oval Office. It's the only person that can ever say that.
Yeah.
That is something to hang your hat on. I'm telling you.
Probably not.
You get a scar stuck in you. Oh man, too funny. But it's great. She used to live in my neighborhood, and she used to live in this big building over on Christopher Street, over by the West Side Highway. It's called the Archive. And a buddy of mine actually lived in the building and was like 3 doors down from her. And this is right, after everything had broken down, she moved to New York, figuring the people would kind of leave her alone. New York, there's celebrities everywhere. But I ran into her on the elevator a couple times, and this is when she was still pretty hefty, and it was just funny. You kind of laughed. It's like, holy shit, there's Monica Lewinsky. But
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
all right,
but,
Ben.
well,
We'll see you next week.
I'll touch base with you, and I'd love to come by. And,
That'd be great.
I'm sad to see you guys go. I know you're going to play a lot of golf, though, in Arizona, Kieran. And
I told Rocket I'm going to win the Masters in 2 years.
That's
so-
right.
Well, your brother's a pretty good golf player, so maybe follow his footsteps. Well, okay, I'll talk to you guys, and I'll listen to the rest of the show. But
Thank you, Ben.
sad day for the world of radio that you guys are going away. It kind of sucks, but I completely understand. So
All right. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks,
I appreciate
Ben.
it. You've been a good friend.
Love you guys.
All
I'll
right.
talk to you
See
later.
ya.
Take care, man.
That's
Bye-bye.
That's Ben Sparks, everybody. He used to he was executive
That's
producer.
great to hear from him.
Executive producer for the Opie and Anthony show.
And even
for
brought
many
some little
years.
production there.
Wow.
On his, on a call, even a little content there.
Ben is great. He's such a radio dude.
I hope he could come down next week. That would be great.
He's a good dude.
Russ, you still there?
Yep, I'm
Look
there.
at Russ
I
hanging
gotta let you
tough.
guys go, though.
Russ is hanging. I love it, Russ. This
Very
is
patient.
this. We love this. This is what it's all about, right?
How many phone calls have we taken with Russ on the
Russ is hanging it.
Russ is that person at the party where you're talking to, but then somebody else important rolls by and you're like, I'm just gonna excuse me, Russ, for a second. Let me talk to this person. But he's always
kick
hanging.
back.
Yeah, you're a good man, Russ. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to the show so long. And
Yeah.
Russ,
so
here's
loud.
another call. Sorry,
Russ, you gotta hang out. You gotta hang out a little
Kill
bit longer.
Eric. Kill Eric. I really enjoy the band.
Yeah, I will. He just went to take a pee, I think.
Aw.
Yeah.
Cool.
Caller.
Call, you're on the air. Caller, going once. Call, you're on the air.
Nope, nothing.
All right.
Eric, all it fails.
That's
Yeah.
right. Well, Russ, we'll say goodbye. Thank you, man. Thank you for being a listener.
Thank you.
And we got one more show. We got one more live show.
Yeah.
So
Yep, one more.
yeah.
Yeah, we got it, man. One more show.
All right.
All right, thank you, Russ.
Thanks,
Well, you
man.
guys have a good night, man.
You too,
All right.
buddy.
See ya.
All right.
There
Thank
he
you.
goes.
God damn, it sucks.
Yeah, saying a lot of goodbyes, Rock. It's like our funeral. That's what I'm
If I
saying.
knew this was gonna be like,
You and I are we're in our radio caskets right now, and everybody's just walking by going,
video caskets.
and they're like, those guys were good. Those guys were good. We're like, we're like Roy Hobbs from The Natural that were retired, and people walking by. We're walking by people on the street and going, hey, there goes the greatest of all time. I don't know. All right, everybody. I think we're gonna call it. All right, we'll give the unknown caller one more try. Caller, you're on the air. Caller
Hello.
going once. I would love for you to figure out your phone, my friend.
Gotta stop using the lamp to call us.
Yeah. Literally. All right. Thank you, caller. That was awesome. Way to
you made to sum up our show.
You really did make a good point.
Good use of space.
Yeah, right.
All right. I got to thank Eric from
Yeah.
Augustine's. He's my cousin. He plays in the band. It's literally one of the best. Everybody needs to hear this band. If I haven't said it a million times over the goddamn years, this band is important. They're what they sing about, what they and the energy they deliver people when they go see them live, and even if you just listen to the records when you're driving down the road, it's great stuff. Augustine's, weareaugustines.com. We are Augustines on Twitter. And one more caller coming in, Rock.
Here we go. We got it.
This is like a fucking telethon.
No, this is good. This is good.
Caller, you're on the air. What's your name? Caller, going once, going
Is
twice.
the channel up?
Everything is up, bro.
Hello.
Caller, you're on the air. Caller. Did you mute something? No? All right.
I think it's the same person.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Another riveting phone conversation. All right. Do you want Hotties of the Week?
Yeah, I guess this is the last one ever.
Is the last?
No, you can do that next week.
Nah, next week's gonna be crazy.
Too many people here.
fair
And
enough.
like to end the show with Kieran was like to end the show with Hotties of the Week would just seem so like sad.
What is Hotties of the Week?
It's when you pick a girl from the world of entertainment and you deem her the hottie of the week.
Yeah.
It's a pointless segment. We do it each and every week, Rock.
But you have to say that. You have to say those exact same words one last time.
It is the last time I'm saying it, I think. All right.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, here we go. Hotties of the week time. Who's going to be my final hottie of the week? Stay tuned. Go ahead.
This is it.
This is it. This is
The
the final
last
hottie of the
time.
week.
That's
In
so
15
weird.
years. Final time we're doing the hotties of the week. Eric can't even think of one. He's probably going to pick his wife, I would imagine.
Oh, I have to think of one.
You have to think of one.
Well, you're
Every-
here.
every-
You just told a little bit of like notice would have been good.
Okay, we're doing Hotties of the Week now.
Jesus Christ.
That's all you need to know.
Come on, call. Wait, let's get this caller. Hello.
Caller, you're on the air.
Okay, that wasn't me before, but the other two were. I was trying to call from my damn Skype, and it wasn't working. It's Rem.
Rem, what's going on, my friend?
I'm going to miss you guys,
I
So
know.
many good times, just in the last year since I found you.
Thank you, Rem. I appreciate it. You're a good man and a good listener,
Yeah.
and you did a lot. You did a lot of interaction with us, which is really cool. Which we don't ask of the listeners to do that, but you've gone well beyond what we ask of the listeners to do, and you've done that. So it's good stuff, man.
Oh, I enjoyed sending all the protest photos with the LR banner, but so many times I've laughed, but what I've heard has left my jaw like wide open before I start laughing, just being in shock with stuff. Like one of the times, like Jenny Blowjob, like yelling at her Mexican neighbors upstairs, or just so many funny things.
Yeah, Jenny Blowjob was great, man. Really good stuff. You guys are better than good. You were easily tolerated. What? You were easily tolerated.
That's a rave review.
I don't know what that means. We're not going to put that on the cover of Rolling Stone.
That actually seems like a really good quote.
Is it?
Wall Street Journal. Better than good. Easily tolerated.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and I'll be listening next week. Definitely, I might even try and call in if there's time. You know, but it'll be a great. I think it'll be another one of those lunatic roasts.
Yeah, oh, trust me, Julian Cross is gonna kill me next week, and
Kieran's gonna be crying not because the show's ending, because everyone's gonna be destroyed.
Yeah, I am gonna get destroyed by Julian. He's one of the best. Yeah, I know it. All right, thank you,
Rem. Thank you,
thank
man.
you, Rem. Appreciate it.
Okay, take care. Bye.
All right, there it goes. Rem is a good dude, man. Good egg. All right, Augustine's, everybody. Hotties of the week. Here we go. Thank you to Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Coming down, dude, buddy. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
honestly.
man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Second to last show.
I know. I'm not going to tear up, so I'm not
15
looking at you.
years.
I'm not
Yeah.
looking at you. I'm not looking at him. I'll end next week's show with a cry.
Can we get a picture together before we go?
Yeah,
Sure.
we need
No,
a picture.
I just want Eric and I.
Oh, are you? Can we all get a picture? We're going to do that thing that we said we weren't going to do in the intro. Take one big male selfie together.
There you go.
We're grown men. Fuck it. All right, here we go. Hotties of the week for the last time. You don't want
That's
to.
it.
You don't want to do it, Rock.
This is like the ever. This is like it.
This is the end of the hotties of the week. Everybody, go ahead and chime in with your hotties
This
of
is
the
so
week.
weird. Like this bit was just dumb and pointless, and this is the last time ever.
All right, here we go. Hotties of the week. Last time you'll ever hear this. Go.
Do you want to fuck me?
Do I? Yes, have some. Yes, have some.
How do you want me?
Go away, Baton.
Hottie of the week time, everybody. This is when we pick a chick from the world of entertainment. We deem her the hottie of the week. It's a pointless segment. We do it each and every week.
For the last week.
And this is the last week we're doing it. So you can tweet at us at Lunatic Radio with a picture of the chick and her Twitter handle. We'll read those on the air. We'll give them a retweet. You can also post them live in the chat room if you're listening live. So go ahead. Brian Monroe's final hottie of the week is who, Rocket?
Carolina McAllister.
Yeah, she's fine. Where is she from? Mexico, probably.
The internet.
The internet.
Let's see. We got Stephen Kimball is going with Tiana Gregory.
Tiana Gregory, very hot.
His penultimate hottie.
She's voluptuous. There you go. I think that's it. 2. Benjamin didn't chime. Oh, Benjamin chimed in from Holland or wherever he's from, or Belgium. He went with you and I as his hottie of the week, Bob.
Let's see. We got highs of the week here.
I just called you Bob.
This hottie of the week. I don't know why. Hottie of the week, absent. Hottie of the week, Kate Frost. Hottie of the week, Virgin Zach. Hottie of the week, LR and Ivanka Trump.
Yeah.
Hottie of the week, Monica Lewinsky. Hottie of the week,
Rockets Chops.
Lilith Luss. Rockets Chops.
Amy Anderson.
Amy Anderson.
She sounds hot.
The Queen of England.
The Queen of England. A lot of hotties
This is
of the
it,
week.
people. This is your last ever hotties of the week.
Hottie of the week, Carrie Cape Cod coming in. Thank you to everybody. North Bay Whim, Carrie Cape Cod, all the U streamers, everybody that's been checking Schnikes.
Hottie of the week is Hottie of the week.
Hottie of the week.
Schnikes.
My Hottie of the week is Hottie of the week. The segment.
Aw.
Hottie of the week is Boogers. All right, that's good.
Lizzie Kaplan.
Lindsay Kaplan. Eric, you got a Hottie of the week?
No.
All right, Eric's got no Hottie of the week.
Oh, I'm going to pass on this one.
Josh Gogan. Hottie of the week coming in.
All right. And Rocket, you got your final Hottie of the week?
So the last ever?
You're the final Hottie of the week.
Well, no, you got to do yours as the last one.
Mine is a Hottie of the week. Hottie of the week segment is my Hottie of the
See,
week.
that's just cop. That's just
Who's
lame.
on first?
That's lame.
All right, my Hottie of the
Oh,
week.
wait, no, you're gonna do yours last. This is your thing. I'm gonna do mine as the old show bit. My Hottie of the week is Diane Keaton. That's my last one.
Diane Keaton.
Bringing back my old show bit.
My last Hottie of the week of all time.
It doesn't have to be all time. It's just your last. Just throwing it out there. Relieve some of the pressure.
I like are trying to like ease the stress of the
Yeah.
situation.
It's not like the entire 15 years is coming out of this
Well,
one
it really
moment
is,
or
though.
anything.
This is
I will go. My hottie.
It's the last time we're hearing this Prodigy
My
song.
last hottie, Lexi Love.
Aww.
My hottie Louie.
Aww.
I don't even know who that is.
She's a girl.
Can you bring up a picture?
Yeah, go ahead, Rock. I'm sure there's some very detailed ones.
Google has a picture of her.
Lexi Love. They have plenty of pictures of Lexi Love. She looks like Britney
She
Spears.
frequented the show.
Oh, her name's Lexi Love. It sounds like a porn star.
Yeah, there she is.
She frequented the show.
There's Lexi Love.
Except for that, I don't know that.
She kind of looks like someone.
Britney Spears. Right?
Yes. Thank you.
There you go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for checking out the lunaticradio.com show. We are Augustines.com. Thank you to Eric for coming down to the studio. It's an honor to have him down here. Very
Thank
cool.
you for having me, gentlemen.
Very
He's
kind.
going off to Europe. So if you're out there in Europe, catch him in a city near you. And we are Augustines on Twitter. And thank you to everybody for chiming into the radio program. We'll see you next week with Ronnie Beans, Johnny Staten Island, Kanal Aurora, Julian Cross, Rory and Lauren Carf. Everybody will be here. Ben Sparks will be here. Everybody will be here next week for the final lunaticradio.com show.
Crazy.
We're going to set radio on fire. Let's go.
This is like the last normal show.
Last normal show.
This is it.
We had our most
Next
normal
week's just going to be a
guest.
party. Yeah.
Next week's going to be a party.
Your most
Insanity.
typical guest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric. All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace.
Later.